So me and Sander, who does all of our tech side, went to a wedding in Romania.
Romania.
We did want to go down to Castle Ravenloft for the day, but it was like 4.5 hours coach journey there. And I was like, it's 30-something degrees, I don't want to do this. So we didn't do it.
Constance.
Instead, we purchased
The potion.
this wonderful looking potion here, which I vote we try now. Open that bad boy up.
You got the key.
Yeah, got the key.
It is look how cool that is.
It's very cool. Oh.
There's no might about it, Dish Pickle, you're doing it.
That needs to flip off first, doesn't
Is it? It's
Yeah.
Oh, it's because it's got. Ew.
Oh.
We all know the
What
story
is
of
this?
Pandora's box, right?
Wax.
I don't know whether we could open this.
Oh God.
Oh, how'd you get into that next bit?
Take off the paper.
Oh no! Now you got paper.
Oh no.
You're
You've
gonna have
ruined
to
everything for
that
us.
You're gonna have to scrub
George
the.
has ruined everything.
Ruiner.
Let me.
Ooh.
How is it smelling?
Ooh.
I want to smell it. It smells quite. It smells strong,
Oh, yeah.
Sadly, I can't drink.
but it smells
I'll
nice.
drink yours.
You can drink mine.
You can
How
have
many do we
some
need?
You
back.
also have to drive people
I will have
home.
a little bit, but not too much because I've got work in the morning. Oh Christ!
I'll have a bit, yeah. Sure.
Wait, do these light up?
They
I have
do.
a tiny driver's
How?
mouth.
Do you want some sand?
How
Sand?
and when do they light up?
Sander?
I think they've got a click, don't they?
No, just when water hits it. When the liquid hits it, look.
It conducts it.
Like these were from
That's so cool!
That's just the
Sanders.
effect of the
It's a can of
potion.
magic.
Sanders aunt got these.
It's nice.
Right.
That's so cool!
I'm gonna have a
Where'd you get these from?
Amazon.
Amazon.
Is that enough,
That's
Matt?
good, thank
Yeah,
you.
I'm only having a little
I don't
bit.
want to have
'cause-
much.
Yeah, tiny because I'm driving.
Work
Teeny tiny.
early.
It's a
early
cheeky
work.
40%er. Is that too much?
That's not. That's like the biggest one yet.
Yeah, I think that's bigger than my one, or about the same as mine.
Do you want me to take
You
that
can
one?
pour. You can pour them
Thank you.
between.
All my saving throws are 2 more than I thought they were. So that's nice.
Smells powerful.
I think that's taken into account your new ability.
Yeah.
Oh God, that is
Kitty,
actually strong.
is that
when it's
enough
all
for you?
in.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying all the little happy flashing lights.
Sam, do you want
Oh,
some?
that's rather nice.
Okay.
You've got to come and you're only allowed to drink it if you come and get it from here, Sam.
What's the regional cheers
What is the
in Romania?
What's
Romanian?
Romanian cheers?
Well, no, we are not in Romania. We are in
Barovia.
Barovia.
Oh,
What do
what's
they do in
Barovian?
Barovia? He is the land.
Don't
He
be
is
eaten
ancient.
by
he is the
Strahd.
land.
He is ancient, he is
He's
the
the
land.
land. He is
There you go.
ancient. He is the land.
That's our cheers.
Good God, we're all going to die now.
Ready?
Just Strahd.
Just start.
Strahd.
Strahd. Go, go, go.
I like how it immediately stops splashing as well. That's pretty cool.
It conducts it, doesn't it?
Yeah. But they're lifted up just enough that any
Clear the
residual fluid
airways.
isn't
Alright, is it?
sitting in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
That's powerful.
Yeah, I can breathe now. My sinuses feel real clear.
Delicious.
But it's actually got a nice taste to it. It's just very strong.
I would happily have another 6 of those.
That's quite pleasant.
But I'm driving everyone home.
Indeed.
so-
Yes, I'm going to. Oh, also I have.
Oh, that
I
was
am now awake.
I'm now going to sleep.
Where'd that go?
Passive wisdom.
What did he
Didn't
throw?
go where I intended it. Kitty, I've got petrol money for you. Oh no, I'm not too.
Oh,
Okay.
I owe you
It's
£10,
glowing all the way
Georgia.
down.
Do you? Oh yes. PayPal.
I'll
is
give you
best.
cash if that's
Oh,
okay.
cash, yeah, that's fine. I'll
Passive
do.
wisdom, where does that go?
Yeah.
Pass. Oh no, that's bigger there.
Right.
Is it gone from 0
I'm
to
locked.
10?
I'm gonna lock
It's
this up
always
again.
been 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, look it up.
But your passive perception.
It's so cool.
I'm locking
This
it
was
up.
like this was from the airport, wasn't it?
God.
Yeah, that's for. That's
Put a
for
little bit of
insight.
Oh, there we go. That's fine.
Insight.
Yeah.
That wasn't on properly.
Oh, so that's +3.
What jobbing?
I liked Romania. It was pleasant. The food was phenomenal.
There, locked away where it can't hurt anyone.
Like, we drank a lot. Sander's sister was standing in this really posh hotel, like probably the poshest one in Bucharest, wasn't she?
It's like,
And we went and had some drinks in her hotel
It's a bit cold.
with some of their other friends. And then, like, her sister went to bed. and then we stayed up in their hotel drinking, and then they've got quite a large outdoor pool. So about, what was it, about 2 a.m? Something like that. Went for a little swim.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, when in Rome,
Oh.
mania.
Oh, get out. Get out.
Oh, it's a surprise that you're an actual vampire now and you're going to turn us all.
Shit, is that it?
On live camera.
The raid's
boy.
live, Sander.
It's a weird, like,
Shooting 3 potions.
you've got what would be like all these grade 1 listed buildings covered in graffiti. Really weird to see. Like, beautiful, beautiful buildings and just completely caked in shit.
Yeah.
Not even good graffiti, like shit. Just
Tags,
tags.
yeah.
That's it. And you're just
Yeah.
like, right, okay.
It costs a lot to remove that crap, and it costs nothing for them to put
to
it
be fair,
on.
To be fair, off of a grade 1 listed house as well, you got to think the damage of
Yeah.
a pressure wash on a house like
Yeah, you have to like get like actual specialists in to like kind of restore it rather than just blast it.
Yeah. Pardon?
To raid.
Oh, do you want to do, how long is it going to take you? Okay.
Oh, are we?
Do you want to do the raid quickly?
Well, who's unconscious?
We have to like
Who
sit
can
in the
raid?
waiting room for 2 minutes.
Okay, do it
don't
very
we?
quickly. Go.
No, it's.
Can you not start it now?
You have to wait for 2 minutes.
We can start off. We can do a summary and stuff. What else do you have to do?
Oh, so we live near a big Pokemon raid,
So,
and there's a Pokemon raid on at the moment.
Just start, man.
Yeah, we can do it.
can do
Trust
it.
us. We can multitask.
Basically, all we have to
fuck
do
it.
is tap the screen.
Tap, 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 tap.
so the only thing that's different with my stats seems to be, for some reason, I've got a +3 to medicine. With
Okay.
that like filled in
Okay.
and the little dot next to it on my sheet, and then I've got a +0 to medicine and it not filled in on the sheet on D&D Beyond. So I don't know where I've supposedly got that +3.
That would be your proficiency bonus
Oh, yeah.
from.
So is it one
maybe
of the
you had
things I
it as a train?
chose? Maybe.
You might have chosen it as a train thing. Or
Yeah, I
something.
guess. I
It
think
might
I
be
might
when
have
when I put it on D&D Beyond, I might have made a mistake, but just put
Okay.
+3 on
Oh,
it.
yeah, it could be part of your history, your
Yeah.
background.
Trained
Sure,
in
okay.
trained in
Yeah,
medicine.
trained in medicine.
Because if your wisdom is 0, then it will be a 0
Yeah,
bonus from that, and then
it's my
3
proficiency
from your-
bonus. Yeah. But and you've said that insight is one of mine
me.
as well, but it's the same number at least.
Right.
Actions.
Okay.
Let me get my game face on, and we'll do the recap. I'm ready.
Wait, do that again. That was a great noise.
Wasn't as good.
Oh shit, I missed it.
Got
Right.
25 seconds.
Good luck,
my phone died.
as always. We've not had anyone die in a while, Cassia.
We have a lot of people unconscious.
I've not died for several weeks.
Something good was supposed to happen to someone. Didn't seem
Yeah.
to happen.
How hard is the raid? Because I don't think I'll be able to get into it.
Got 5 seconds. We'll do it. We'll do it with.
Okay, everyone ready?
Yeah, we can do this.
Multitask.
I was preparing myself, and then I read the top comment, which is hardcore DM in 3, 2, 1.
Why are you
I'm not dabbing, no. Mainly because I don't think I'd be good at it.
What, you...
You've got really long limbs. You'd be really good at it.
what was that, Georgia?
That was a fancy dab.
That was a fancy dab.
It's a weird old dabbing.
Right, here we go. I'm ready. Game face.
Yeah, we see everything.
Getting down with the cool kid.
Yeah, listen to me.
Hello, wonderful you lot watchers, and welcome back to the Super Happy Fun Time, Make a Fun Time, Happy Fun Time D&D stream.
That was a longer one than normal.
That's what she said.
How many times can you say?
Oh, is it already?
How many times can you say happy fun times?
Happy
Happy
fun
fun time.
Fun, happy time, fun.
Everyone
happy.
having happy fun times. I shall start with the notices as always. You may look at the players and wondering what is going on. There seems to be some screen tapping.
It's nearly over.
It's nearly over. We've
Yeah.
absolutely destroyed it.
There's a Pokemon raid near our house. This is how serious we take our D&D games.
I'm serious.
Oh boy, we did it.
We did it.
Record time, chaps.
We did it.
Nice work.
Well,
Nice work.
rude. I'm on now.
Yay, our friendship levels
Oh,
increased.
we're all friends.
Fine.
Fine.
I'm happy.
I'll go back to D&D Beyond.
So as always,
I'm
we sent some dice out as competition, not last game but the last time before, and everyone said that they received them.
Yeah.
Thanks to everyone. We've still got quite a few left. We'll probably do. Apparently, there's like some add-on thing that you can get, so you can do competitions easier, rather than me just giving dice to everyone. So I've not sorted it out yet, but I'll try and sort it out. And there's like a way that you can give people more entrance if they chat and yada yada.
I mean, a fan art one's quite a good idea.
Yeah, dish pickle, no
I
pressure.
got it.
Dish pickle.
Please, dish pickle.
Yes, dish pickle, no pressure.
It's a great name,
Dish pickle.
Yes. Anyway.
but there's a story there.
Yeah, got it.
I got it.
So thank you, and you may see on the screen we have our current art. Also, another update. Our lovely Tech Sander, also my partner.
Moustache and your
Her sister is going to do some more art for us, and her sister's partner has done the most amazing theme tune. It's so good. So we'll be getting that soon. I really like it. He was worried we wouldn't like it and was like, do I need to remake it and do all this? And I'm like, it's so good.
It was like a game theme song.
Yeah.
Or like
Like,
a 90s
90s
TV kids TV show.
Oh boy, is it
Curse
good.
of Strahd.
Yeah, so hopefully for next week we'll have those. I don't know if we'll be able to. I'll have to work out how to play it. I'm not very good.
As our
My
intro.
light is still going. Oh,
You need to lick it.
I don't want to.
I guess you had to get the liquid on the sensor.
Any other notices? I can't think of anything.
Thank you for the dice.
Thank you for the dice.
Thanks for the
always.
dice, Twitter.
Yeah. Any others?
We all gonna die.
No, I was going to set up some kind of subscription goal, but I can't be bothered. If some people subscribe, what I might do is wait until we've got enough money in the old Twitch fund and then spend it on Curse of Strahd Digital Edition.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be good.
I think we've got a few pounds in there now, so maybe another month or two. So feel free to subscribe and help us buy
Where
that.
is your
That would
pencil?
be lovely.
I've got it. I'll just have a nap while I'm down here.
Right.
Okay,
Shall
don't worry, we're
we
very professional and ready to go.
kick this bad boy off?
What was this?
Just remind us where we were, Adam.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh yes, you were drowning.
Were we?
Were we?
No.
No. I don't remember that bit.
No one got the reference.
No,
Right.
sorry.
It's fine.
Let me set the scene.
How deep was the mud?
You stand on the top.
No reference.
Stand?
You are on the top of Yesterhill.
Yeah.
400 foot, broken into multiple tiers. 4 tiers, I think it was, and the top 2 tiers, these black piles, these cairns of stones piled up. The fog here, or the mist is thicker, swirling unnaturally. Constance, as you look around, you can see Jakul completely passed out on the floor.
Sorry.
You can see Red. Were you in beast or normal form?
Normal.
Normal form. Looking peaceful for a change. Passed out.
Soz.
My bad.
You can see Gabriel. Looking different. Passed out on the top of this hill. The scent of blood fills your nose. As there's 3 barbarians, 3 druids, 1 larger barbarian. Half of his body is in scarification. The chief druid, heavily scarred on his face, all dead on the floor. This broken husk of a tree, never truly pulling itself out of the top of this hill, broke in half. As you think back to not long ago, where you'd pulled this black stake from the heart of it. Now wrapped in Red's cloak again, and in whose possession?
Your scarf.
No, in my scarf.
And it's in your possession?
Yes, it's in my bag, yeah.
There's a warm, reassuring glow at your hip. The gem that was in the large wicker man which you misty stepped and grabbed,
Yeah.
and then climbed down. The fight flashing back before your eyes, controlling various aspects of it, holding your ground at the front, the static in the air as the druid let out this bolt of pure lightning energy straight through you, through his own companions, not caring for their lives, or his own, it would seem. Dropping 3 of you. But ultimately you were able to win the fight.
I dropped.
After it finished, whoever touched this stake passed out. Hessia did something to Red, causing her to go into a fell rage. Attacking her, you intercepted.
I burnt her cloak.
And then who throwed the stake? Throwing this cursed stake.
Thinking that Red was in wolf form at the time.
Sorry,
But by the time I turned, no. It was fully me having my back to the fight.
Yeah.
And then turning and throwing and realizing she'd already turned back into a halfling. And I was
You
just
hit us both.
basically playing fetch with a cursed stick.
As there was then an awkward silence on the top of the hill, until a lone raven flew there. Exhausted, he spun cloak out as feathers spun out from him, and it turned into Erwin, standing maybe 5'11", black hair with streaks of silver in it. Spoke in his deep voice, saying how he was worried for you when his brothers arrived. With the wine, saying that you said you were coming to Yexterhill. So he flew down here to help. As you then looked down the hill, you could see more of these wild folk on their way. At the moment, you've seen what looks like 2 of the bigger ones and 1 of the druids at the base of the hill, making their way up. Or not making their way up, sorry, yet. At the sort of where the forest ends, coming towards the hill. So they're still a good distance off, and you've got a clear advantage from your position here. Erwin, seeing the scene, gives you a nod, drew his saber, 1 hand free. Can I remember his last words to you?
Is it that he'd buy us time?
Fly, you fools.
It should have been Flighty Fools. It really should have been.
Something about Bran and Brom.
I'll buy you time. As he turns and starts walking towards them. And over his shoulder, he just said, "Tell Bram and Brom." As he turns away and continues walking down. So, in character, what do you do?
Snooze.
Shit, what's his name?
Just give a brief description of what you look like at the moment for me.
Oh, yeah. I am a half-orc paladin in... this isn't my book. In chainmail with a pale blue tabard over it and a wimple, carrying a silver sword, I think was used in the last fight, with a shield with the sigil of the Paladins of Tyr, the god of justice.
Looking beat up.
Pretty beat up, yeah, pretty beat up.
And Hessia?
I'm a 5-foot tiefling, red skin, plain black clothing, very, very scruffy at this point. The scarf is gone, also looking pretty beat up.
You can see Erwin isn't wearing any armour. He's wearing travelling clothes. But he does have a sabre on him.
Are the ravens here, if you're unconscious?
Yes. Both of them.
Cool. Owen, stop. You won't be any use to us if you just die on the hill. Stand with us. Maybe we can get out of this together.
How are we gonna get 1, 2, 3 out of here?
I have a plan.
He stops for a second.
It's probably not a very good plan.
Me, I can escape when I need to. You've got 3 down.
Yeah.
You won't be able to outrun them.
Perhaps if you give us 10 minutes, we will. And then
10 minutes.
10 minutes. If you two can buy me 10 minutes, we might be able to get everyone out of here.
10 minutes I can do.
That's a tall order.
And then I kneel down on the ground and put my shield in front of me and start to pray.
Okay. What sort of prayer is it?
It's like a learnt by rote, sort of almost like, like Latin.
Is it a school child saying the Lord's Prayer?
It's no, it's
Our
like
Father,
it's
who
like
art in heaven.
it's like a public school child doing the Lord's Prayer in Latin, sort of.
Brilliant.
Known by rote, doesn't necessarily know what each individual word means.
Adventare,
Yeah,
Sive Lexus.
yeah.
That's my favourite Latin saying.
Oh yeah, what does it mean?
Do you know what it means? Come and have a go if you think you're hard enough.
Oh, beautiful. On my Five Kingdoms kit jacket for Five Kingdoms LARP, I've got what is it?
The ancient Buddhist.
The ancient Buddhist saying of
Don't
start none, won't be none. In Dwarvish runes.
Nice. Yes. You begin this celestial. Guessing it would be celestial, wouldn't it?
Yeah, which I don't speak.
Prayer.
So.
Learnt. Erwin looks to you, Hesia. What's the plan then?
How far away are these guys?
They're kind of coming out of the hill and looking up. They're seeing this smoke and lack of tree, and now starting to make their way towards the base.
You hold off until they get to within 60 foot.
That doesn't give us much room to fall back.
Do you want to go down and meet them?
The chances are I can escape whenever I need to. If they get up here and we fail, you won't be able to outrun them.
If they get closer, I can disorient them.
As he says that, a bolt of lightning comes down and hits one of the sort of black cairns of stone near you.
Shit.
You can see this sky is still a mess with swirling clouds, deep and dark.
There are things I can do to help, but not at this range.
It's up to you.
Either
Just the same.
we hold here, wait for them to get a bit closer.
So there's no fallback for us then.
Where would we fall back if we started going down the hill? We'd only get...
If I fight them at the bottom, you can run the other direction and try and lose them in the forest. If we fight them at the top, they'll be on you. You'll never escape them.
Constance's arm comes up from the shield and points at the other two ravens and carries on speaking. Carries on praying.
We go down.
We'll go down
We go down.
together.
Both
Together.
survive the
That's
fight.
fine, yeah.
Very well. He does a couple of practice swings with his saber, bringing it round him. Survive.
The sparks go.
Buy her time. And he starts slowly walking down the slope towards them. Is there anything you want to do while you're on your way?
I just need to get closer. She'd just be...
Yeah.
Thinking.
You think you're definitely been eyeballed now by the three who have arrived at the bottom. So two of the bigger and one of the druids. Snellionte. And both the bigger, stronger ones let out a roar and start to run up, carrying these large two-handed axes that you've seen them before. Erwin says a silent prayer under his breath, kisses the flat of his blade. You can see him close his eyes, a couple of deep, slow breaths, and starts making his way down towards them.
I keep pace with him.
Mm-hmm.
what I want to do once we get closer is to cast darkness at them, so they get lost in the darkness.
Okay. So, you've got to touch something, is it? Or is it range?
It's a 60-foot
Oh,
range.
nice. Okay,
Yeah,
now
yeah.
how big is it? A 30-foot?
It is a 15-foot sphere
Okay.
of pitch black. They can't
Nice.
see anything.
Nice. Yeah, you invoke it. They start making their way up towards you. Have you told Owen this?
No.
Okay.
That would be a sensible thing to do.
He gives a little nod. You get to, because you probably want to do it, what, 75 foot?
Yes.
So they're like at the edge of
They'd
it.
run into it, basically, yeah.
One of the druids seems to be sitting slightly further back behind them, and the two muscle-bound guys towards the front.
That's fine, that's what I do.
When you're at 80 foot, 75 foot to the front,
Yeah.
you invoke it. How do you cast this spell? What is it? Just a...
It's the pretty standard chaotic flail
Yeah.
and spin and like push forward of the
So
hands.
you're casting it on like the main path coming up.
Yeah, so like dead in front of them,
Okay,
where
nice.
they would be running to.
Just this orb, unnatural sphere of darkness, semicircle, just erupts out of the ground in front of you. There's a hard, dark edge to it. As you look round, you can kind of see it versus the background. It's not like there's any spill-off coming from it, but the mist moves through it cleanly. Owen gives you a nod and a smile. Stay here. Draws his saber and runs into the darkness.
Why? Okay.
Give me a d20 roll. Who wants to do it?
Oh god.
Georgia.
Oh,
No pressure. This is for Owen. See how well he is fighting.
In the pitch black.
Fuck.
What did you get?
That was a 1.
Oh!
You're lucky. I'm not conscious.
Oh, I haven't leveled up yet, have I? I can't give you a boost.
Can you see my dice?
Is that a crit?
No.
No. Oh, what?
They're all lost in the dark.
Everyone's
They're doing this in the dark at each other.
Is it like Scrooge, just like
Where are you?
passing each other?
Yeah.
I know you're in here somewhere.
I love it. You can hear the sounds of incompetent fighting come in. You think you hear someone fall over, and someone fall over them, and then someone else fall over that person.
Yes, this is exactly what I wanted.
Sound like stalking.
So we're going to say 2 minutes has passed
Okay.
so far in that time. Jackal, give me a roll. See how the fighting's going now.
I'm just standing there like,
No pressure.
17!
come on, team.
You're just listening to the battle within... Is there anything else you want to be doing? How long does darkness last?
10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to be doing while you're outside of this?
I would just be like, not that sorcerers have to prep, but she would like basically have fire in her hands so that if anything came out of that darkness, she'd be on them.
Can you still do cantrips?
Yeah, and the firebolt's quite a powerful one.
Cool.
It sounds
And
like
level 1 I've still got as well.
Erwin is doing well in there.
Yeah.
Not making too much sound, but the battle is definitely underway within this dark field. The druid has started to make his way round to the side of it. He doesn't seem willing to cross the black cairns of stone. He's going to have eyeballs on you. He's probably about 90 foot away at the moment.
Firebolt.
Yeah?
Yep.
Give me a roll to hit, please.
Crit!
Oh.
Yeah.
That was the pencil helped there, by bouncing off the pencil.
Where is the pencil?
Right where I wanted it.
Right where it needs to be.
Yeah, you're doing 2 at him?
No, there's only one. It's Firebolt.
But it's a critical. So
Oh, yeah.
it's
You double
double
damage.
the
Double
dice.
damage. So it's I'm 5th level, so 2d10 times 2.
4d10. What?
This could go well, or it could go pathetically.
Nice.
That's 6 and 7. 7, 8, 13 times 2, 26.
No, you roll it twice.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
I wrote twice.
What was it before?
13.
13.
13 and 11, so 24.
24. Nice.
As he has this wicked grin on his face that you've seen with him before, it turns into this kind of scowl as he looks up towards you. As your hand snakes out, as this ball comes curling out of your fingers, and it kind of half goes through the darkness. He has no time to react. As it just collides with the side of his head, as there's just this explosion. Just see teeth come flying out of his face. He half stumbles, but puts the staff down. He's bleeding heavily already. His side of his face is just a fucking mess from where it's hit him. Eyes just pushed to the side. You can see you've definitely smashed the socket. It's already shut, bleeding heavily and burnt horrendously.
Also, I'm now on fire.
Lets out a cry, summons fire to his own hand, and throws it towards you. 17?
Armor class?
Yeah.
12. So, yeah.
It's a rubbish spell. Take 3 points of damage.
Is that with resistance?
Take 1 point of damage.
Ow! My eyebrow.
As his own bolt of fire produced in his hand comes flying towards you. So he lets out a scowl. Johnny, do you want to roll for Erwin, see how he's doing? Ooh, fuck off.
Crit.
Yeah,
Crit.
The raven for the raven, my friend.
Well, aren't we all roll hacks induced critic using bastards?
We need one of those above cameras.
just to prove.
I don't know why I still use this dice. I'm getting rid of it. I got this dice from a magic tournament. And it was lucky for me in that tournament. That
You want some critic
It's
dice?
a critic dice.
They're pretty good, I
The
see.
proper dice.
I wanted to...
Good stuff.
If you became a were-raven, would the Raven Queen like that or hate that?
To be found, pretty much. No,
Maybe, I actually might like it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like what?
If
No, because I can become the old. Because I've changed the Raven Queen now.
Yeah, it's
Level
different.
6, I could actually turn into a raven.
oh,
Yeah,
My
they've
raven.
changed it a bit
But
now.
I now changed it where I get a murderer raven.
Better.
Come out of the ground and just eat stuff and then come.
You see one of the barbarians has made it to the other side and starts running out towards you. Just as a sword erupts through his chest and out the other side. And then he's back into the darkness again.
fucking yes, mate.
Go on, Erwin.
Yeah, Erwin.
I'm
Helen's
rooting
passed.
for him.
We'll speed it up a little bit. You'll go Hestia.
So who's out the darkness?
There's the
Just
druid, and that's it. It's all you can see.
Is he pretty much close, super close?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the druid's at still at 60 foot. Sorry, he's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he doesn't seem willing to come over the
right,
stones,
okay.
so he's staying distance and just throwing fire at you.
In which case, just another firebolt. That's about all I can do at that distance. Yeah.
It's like firebolt tennis.
My fireball is better than yours. Yes, it is.
The
Mine's
one
rubbish.
who's on fire is probably better. Oh.
Plus 10 to hit.
No, it's a miss. As it comes flying towards him. This time he's ready for it and he ducks low and shoots one.
Wimbledon.
back at
Fireball.
you. 12?
12 will get me. Yeah. Oh no, I am 12. So
So it
Yes.
does hit, yeah.
yeah, okay, yeah.
4 fire damage, so 2.
2.
As
Oh,
again,
my other eyebrow, but worse.
it connects with you. And as it does,
Half an eyebrow.
the sort of fire around you grows briefly and then nips down, absorbing some of the oomph from it. Let me...
I like the word oomph.
Okay.
It's a good word.
And Georgia, one last good roll to see how Erwin is doing. Ooh, might beat you.
17.
No, you beat me.
Yay!
You hear the end of the combat from within the darkness.
It's all
You
gone
okay?
silent.
It's gone silent in there. You okay?
I will, I guess, keep bolting this remaining druid.
Yeah, you're just having a nice throwing fire at each other fight.
If he won't come any closer, that's about all he's going to get from me. 11. My heart's not in this, clearly.
16,
Yeah,
5 damage.
5. So
Half.
Do you round down or round up?
Round down.
So 2.
Yeah, like being strong isn't means brutal.
This is death by
Against-
1,000 cuts.
Yeah. Another one
get you
comes
eventually.
flying out as he's just producing flames out of thin air with these curses and this guttural, Sylvan kind of horrendous abuse to this language, and throws it towards you again. Bleeding heavily from side of his face. He thinks he has got the measure of you now, though.
So if it's gone silent, can I just like call out to Erwin just to like reorient him in the dark? Just be like,
Yeah.
we're over here.
You give a shout.
Yeah,
Your turn.
that was my turn.
Oh, you can act as well. You can shout as a free action or as a move action as part of your move.
He threw fire back at you, so now you
Yeah.
can throw back.
Oh, so I can throw fire back at him again.
You can indeed.
This time, I feel better. Yep,
Oh.
24.
Give me some damage. I'll probably be enough to drop him.
16.
Yeah. As again, it collides with him. Yeah, we'll do that. Be funny. So, as this fireball snakes out from your fingers and smashes into him, he falls to the side and lands on one of these piles of black rocks.
I don't like that face.
Erwin makes his way back out of the darkness and gives you a nod. Well done.
Yeah, told you I had a plan.
Well done.
Head on back up the hill.
Yep. Keep concentration on the darkness to keep it in place or not?
No, probably not now.
You drop it,
Yeah.
it dissipates.
But they do it like swirls up and
Yeah. As if it was in like a contained
Yeah.
bubble of smoke.
yeah.
And someone
Yeah.
just... you hear from behind you as you turn to start making your way up a bolt of lightning. And then can smell instantly singed human flesh.
Yum.
As you look back to where the druid was, you can see his body is now steadily burning char
Nice.
on the pile of black stones.
Would you look at that? Just, look at it for a second and then turn back and carry on up the hill. Yeah, like a,
More fire, that's it.
that's strange.
over there with the rest of the fire.
It's fake.
How odd. Just like everything else here.
Dear sir, fire. Yours faithfully.
Boss.
That episode.
Put this over here with the rest of the fire.
I just adored that one. It was so good. No, that's too formal.
Dear sir.
Can you imagine
Help.
their D&D episode? Oh man,
Yeah.
that's bloody mysterious.
Every time D&D is in media, in TV shows, it is always hilarious.
It is.
Yeah.
Even when they don't intend it to be.
Have you seen was it JonTron video about like the anti-Christian, the Christian anti-D&D one?
Oh,
where they're like
yeah,
devil worshippers. Oh,
Chick
man.
tracts.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Just like, I want to play D&D with these people.
Will become a lesbian Satan worshipper.
I'm cool with that. I'm down with that. That is fun.
The community episode.
Anyway, sorry, back onto the game. You continue your chanting. You've managed to hold focus. See how well you've held focus. Give me a concentration, so constitution.
Well, I think we were quite subtle for me,
Yeah,
personally.
you were pretty good, weren't you?
Okay.
There's no chance you fail him. Let's just see how good you are.
22.
Or, like a boss, you adjust back to where you are reading those words. You remember a time, you remember a time
I do remember a time.
with your priest.
Yeah, Father Abastol. Yeah.
No, Constance, you must feel the words, understand what they mean, not just recite them. Do you feel and understand what I'm saying? You totally didn't?
No. Yes.
Good. Focus on the words, the meaning of it, but also how it makes you feel. Understand it. You'll get there. As you manage to keep this focus and keep summoning and casting this spell. Right, let's see how unlucky you are. I'll let you do it. Give me a d20 per minute. High is good.
10.
7 to go.
15.
6 to go.
9.
No, that's good enough. 5 to go.
8.
Good enough. 4 to go.
11.
No, you're okay.
Oh God, I'm glad it wasn't me.
3 minutes to go as you continue this chanting now. Hessia, is there anything you want to be doing? Erwin is just constantly looking out.
Yeah.
We stand out like a sore thumb up here.
She'd be.
Yeah, especially as you're on fire.
No, I'd be off fire by now.
Okay.
And also, isn't the Wicker Man still on fire?
And the tree's missing.
No, that
so-
went out.
Okay, that went out.
Yeah.
I'd be the same kind of like walking the perimeter at the top of the hill, just watching in case anything appears.
I'm pretty sure those druids can speak to animals and call for help. They probably did as soon as they saw us. There'll be more on their way, it's just a matter of time.
She must be almost ready. She must be.
7.
Just
Oh.
11.
enough. The last roll.
Why is it me?
No pressure. Wait a second. Use this dice.
Oh no! Come on.
See if it's just Adam.
Wait, is that the one that's got like
That's
a
the one
skull?
that keeps getting
This
one.
is the cursed one.
It's the magic one which I use, which is cursed.
6.
Oh, I thought it was a question mark.
A 6.
Yeah, I thought the.
A 6, you say?
I blame your dice. I bet if I'd rolled this one, I would have got an 18.
It's your broken dice.
It's your dice. It's your fault.
Cursed dice.
Yeah.
You finish the spell. As the mists swirl around you, getting thicker and heavier. There's no air, there's no change. It's not like standing next to a fan with the mists moving. It's completely unnatural. As they swirl and get thicker and thicker, building out of the ground. We're going to summon the... Okay. A skeletal hoof rips out of the top of the hill. Another. As it pushes, the horns come out.
Yeah, boy.
Red flames behind the eyes as it pushes, kind of clawing its way and pulling its way. It's huge. Oh, happy head bobber. Got some dice. The ones in America arrived. We're glad you like them.
Yeah.
Pulls and sort of comes and pull and pushes from the back feet. Shaking, standing quite about as big as a horse, if not slightly bigger. In a skeletal form at the moment. But then you start to see its muscle sinew building from the mists as it comes around it, as blood begins to pump through it and up, as the skin builds from the hoofs up around it. But still, behind its eyes, there's a red glow to them.
Oh, I love it.
What colour do you want it?
Grey. Dark grey.
It's a dark grey, very large mountain goat. As it gives a little snort, it's the sort of air coming out of its nose comes out as if it was smoky, breathing in this air. There's definitely something unnatural, fiendish, one could say, to this goat. Owen looks to you. So this is your plan then?
I couldn't think of any other way to carry them down.
Clever. As he looks behind. Lets out a sigh. So you look back. And this time you see
Oh no.
He's doing a little happy dance with his feet, which is always really worrying.
Yeah.
not one, not two, but three of these barbarians with two druids.
Oh jeez.
Oh boy.
Okay, I heft
Making
up
their way.
Jakul as quickly as I can. Do I have to do a strength check to see
Nah,
if I
you can lift him.
and just plonk him over the top, and then Gabriel and put him over the top of it as well.
He looks to you both again. I'll buy you some time. I'll turn into a raven, outrun them. Go back to the Wizard of Wine, sorry. You'll be safe there, they won't follow you.
I pick up Red and put her over my shoulder with my shield arm so it's covering her, and say to the two ravens, if you care anything for your master, join him. Don't know if they do or not.
It's either that or I'll set them on fire, so.
And then smack the goat on his rump and...
As you smack it on the rump, you get a telepathic message from it.
Yeah.
Do that again and I'll rip your fucking head off. As it shakes of the head.
In Orcish, I say back, fuck off! Now's not the time.
Are you communicating with it verbally or?
Verbally, yeah.
Okay, it gives a little. And then starts. Which way are you going? Are you going through them or the harder journey down over the rocks? So there's like one clear way up, which is where they're coming from,
Yeah.
or you can go sort of the far side and then try, which will be the south side.
Which is the way we came.
No, you guys came from the north.
Oh, did we? Okay.
Yeah. There, so the north of the hill has got a path coming up,
Yeah.
which is where they're coming from.
So they were coming from the Wizards of Wine
Direction. Yeah.
3 and 2 druids, you say?
It's only two. Yeah, we're not going to win that.
We're not going to win that. Let's go down
Yeah.
the more difficult route.
It's a mountain goat, it should cope.
Yeah. Let's go.
We may not, but the goat will be fine.
Oh. Before you go, Erwin, Valaki's been a troubled place since you left.
It was a trouble place before we left.
If possible, we could use Jakul. At some
So
point.
could we.
Without the church there, we've been attacked each night and they've not been able to fix the gates.
We'll do what we can.
You'll always have a friend there, remember that. Now go.
Good luck.
Call my dad an idiot for sending you here. This was madness.
That I can do.
He draws his sword. Good luck. And with a nod, makes his way down the opposite way. You guys make your way around the other side of the hill. As you do, it is steep. Who's on foot? Give me a roll for it'll be dexterity. See how sure-footed you are. It's not particularly hard if you fuck up. You're having a little tumble.
7.
You're okay.
20.
And
Somehow.
your mount has advantage on the check.
Cool. 17
You're
plus 0. So.
okay. So you're skidding your way down at the moment, Hestia.
Yeah.
Your foot and below you is going. You're picking up pace as you're going down the hill. You're coming up to the first group of rocks. You're going to have to go very close to them. Give me another. See how sure-footed you are. So you've got one failure at the moment. You've picked up pace.
9.
Another failure.
16.
You're okay. And the ram.
I've not leveled up
11.
yet, have I?
Not yet.
11.
It's fine as well. you're going to be touching one of these. So think of it, you're going down the hill, so you failed the first one, so you start picking up pace.
Yeah.
You fail the second one, you can't slow yourself down, you're kind of keeping in control of it. Sorry, 1 second.
Why do you roll 18 when I don't need you?
I don't think this is going to end.
I'm going to end up on one of those piles of rocks, I can tell you that.
Lightning bolt through the brain.
You were great. I got the dolphin dice here.
Do you want this one back?
No, thank
I
you.
think you should have this one back.
Have your measure dice back?
Give me a dex save, please. Only Hessia.
10.
Wait, does my save thing, my new save thing?
Yeah, we'd give +2 to that. It's not enough.
No, Ben enough isn't on.
You don't even have time to react. The hairs on the back of your neck as you just touch this black cairn of stone. Is it cairn or cairn of stone?
Cairn, I'd say.
Cairn, yeah.
As you, from where you're stood, Constance, you see the clouds awkward this high up to see them like this, as just 27 points of damage.
I'm gone. Yeah.
As it just smites. Second she touches it.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
How many can the goat take?
Do you have any?
Are you going to ask it?
I'd say to the goat, how many can you carry? In Orcish. Because that's what it speaks.
An Orcish mountain goat.
So you've got the choice.
I'm mentally saying it to it. Yeah.
You would know from this spell, it is intelligent enough to understand common.
Oh, common. Okay. I thought it was understand one language of your choice.
Oh, one language of your choice, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, all right, common.
The intelligence, so we'll say it can understand one language of your choice plus common.
Okay.
So what you're saying to the goat?
I'm small.
You can take another small one.
I will carry all of your burdens.
Nice.
Never trust anything that Adam does that.
It's my lovely friendly goat. All right, I'll put red on.
She's
No, red.
Oh, you're putting red on?
Yeah.
Yeah? You can see Hessia, after getting struck, is not stopping because it's
No. That's fine. Put red also with the others.
Yeah.
Just stack them like Buckaroo. They're not side by side. They are like.
Okay. It's like. Okay, give me another dex check for you, and then wait. You need to name goatee. What is he going to be called?
Hadrian.
Hadrian the goat.
No, not Hadrian. Hadrian.
Hadrian. I like
Clyda.
that.
Crit.
Nice.
Critical dex.
With that, since you crit, I'll give you an option to snake her.
Yeah.
To grab her.
Yeah.
So you, one hand chuck red on, and the other just snakes out, poof, and grabs onto the back of Hessia's clothes as she then leans forwards over the top of this hill, coming forwards.
And put my hand on her throat and put 2 points of healing into her with lone hands.
Thank you very much. My hit point bar has been a wild ride.
For Hayden.
13?
Gets enough. Start making your way down again. So you've got one more rock to get past, and again, everyone I know just roll in. Sorry, one dex check.
I'm going to put the rest of my lay on hands into myself before I get any further, having seen that happen. Just so
you can do that as an instant. So you focus. How many hit points?
I've got 23.
How many have you got left to put into yourself?
23.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you.
So if I go down again now, that's the end of me.
Well, you can stabilize someone like with some.
It might
Okay.
be enough to drop you in one hit, yeah.
I mean, I'm on 2 hit points.
Put
So.
22 in me.
Get one shot by lightning, yes please.
Fine.
So
I
it's
feel
just if you make the check, you can sort of squeeze through gaps. If you don't, there's a chance you'll touch it, and I'll roll.
this is a dex save, yeah.
Yes, please. I know it's just rolling, so it's not that exciting.
21! I learnt my lesson.
14.
Nice. Yeah, enough. And Goatee,
7.
he's got advantage on it,
yes,
so you can roll 2.
7.
Go falls over.
Yeah, he's going to be touching it.
Oh, come on. Is that kill us?
Bad luck, guys.
Doesn't go off.
Doesn't go off.
Hessia is now
Out of interest, I want to know
walking.
how many hit points he does have. Oh, all right.
You see the goat sort of stumbles with this weight, as you're carrying something high up, as the body weight shifts over, especially on this slope. As he does, he takes a side step, and he's forced to put one on the bottom stone and kind of pushes against it to stabilise himself as you see them start to rumble and bolt and fall down the hill. There's something wrapped up underneath there in bindings. It looks quite old,
Yeah.
but it doesn't go off. One last roll. This will just be fall if you fail.
This is more of an embarrassment roll then.
15.
10.
10 wasn't enough for me.
And for Goatee,
13.
yeah, it's enough. You take a little stumble, take 2 points of damage as you take a little tumble the last few feet. But make it to the bottom. You can hear the sound of combat coming from the north, but it is muffled shouts from here. What do you do?
So we've come down. So I guess
This side,
make
yeah.
our way around
Yeah,
very cautiously.
Skirt the bottom of the hill.
Skirting around?
Yeah.
Wide or close?
Within the tree line, but within sight of the ridge going up, so we know that we are
So on
around.
the edge of the trees.
Yeah.
Both give me a survival.
This has always gone well for both of us.
Sorry, it's a bit roll heavy, sorry.
Crit fail.
2.
We're not great. We're not great at this.
How about the goat? Does the goat know where to go?
The goat just got on this plane.
We can do better than that.
Told you it would be a spin-off adventure with us two.
This is exactly what we said would happen.
You start making
You survive.
You
and
start
then
making
miss
your way to
everything.
the sort of to the tree line, and it is like, as you look back, one final look to Yester Hill. Even as inept that you two are at tracking, you're both just like, shit. As you look up the slope, and you can see the route that you guys took, you can see where you get to the bottom of the hill, you can see the route you took to get to the forest, as clear as daylight.
Right. Brilliant.
If something's going to follow you, it will pick up your track very easily.
The bomb marks of Hestia.
Yeah, like-
Down the hill.
And you start making your way round the
Yeah.
edge of the forest. It's not long before you can see the flashes of magic in the distance. As you start running round, you're getting closer. How close do you get?
Push into the woods at that point and see if we can meet the path further up. Unless you have a different plan.
That's a sensible plan, I think. Yeah, we'll do what she says. You know what, Hessia would have just gone straight into it if she was on her own, but she knows that.
Let's
you
go
tend to
into the
have
woods, which
slightly
is
more sensible
clearly
ideas.
a great idea going into the woods.
We know exactly how this is going to end up. We've had this discussion. This is the spin-off show coming to life.
Where there's constantly really cool things around. Like amazing treasure, just like 2 foot away.
So many weapons.
We fail every perception check and never find anything.
Thanks, Joey.
Hessia, give me a spellcraft.
Arcana.
Arcana, knowledge arcana.
So get in on some of that
Which one's
sweet,
that?
sweet
Yours?
to home.
Now they go. Yeah.
It's too hot.
15.
I'm gonna have some fruity.
You recognise one of the spells the druids come in, casting even at this raid. You've heard it before. Them invoke this horrid, as the hairs on the back of your neck go up, just hearing them cast it. One of them definitely just invoked lightning bolt.
Yeah, you got a little bit of leeway on your.
Yeah, he's good.
Oh,
Sorry, I was talking to Johnny.
You think you guys are clear?
thank you. I'd tell Constance that they're doing the lightning thing again. But Owen will just fly off. So he'll be alright.
Birds and lightning.
Yeah. Like,
Where's
cool.
Eric and Ida? Did they
Are they
come
with
with
us?
us?
Yeah. One on each.
So they didn't obey
the
the
horns.
command.
Yeah,
No, didn't we
fine.
tell them to go and help?
Yeah, but they don't listen to anybody but
No.
Gabriel. Little shitbags. I see now why he's constantly swearing at them.
I mean, I did set one of them on fire.
Make your way north.
Yes.
Yes.
Both give me a perception, please.
Here we go.
What sort of
Wait,
pace?
can we
are you-
high five first?
So,
do
first of all,
this.
before you do
Preemptive.
perception, sorry, what sort of pace are you setting? So you can set what is a forced march,
Yeah.
where you miss stuff,
Yeah.
or you can go at normal space where you've got a chance to see stuff and then you can be on lookout. So I'm guessing both you are on lookout at the moment.
Yeah, normal
Yeah.
pace, yeah.
We're still going to miss stuff.
Okay,
but...
give me a perception.
We miss everything.
14.
7.
Did you just get excited about a 14?
Yes.
Yeah,
It's perception.
It might be the best perception
Considering
she's
it's
had so far.
usually in single digits.
My perception is normally 2.
Okay.
2 minus
It's usually
1.
if you can't count it in one hand, it doesn't count.
14 is exciting.
As you start making your way north, you hear another spell which you recognise, just at the edge of your earshot, which is Entangle.
We've done everything we can. We're just going to carry on moving forward. Otherwise, if he is sacrificing himself, it'll be in vain. We need to keep going.
Presumably, if he gets entangled as a human, he could still turn into a raven, and then those legs are much, much smaller
They
than
are.
human legs, and he'd fly away. Let's carry on.
Yeah. It's the only thing we can do.
Carry
Push
on.
on.
I perceive something. Oh no.
The forest is old, deep and dark. Your way here, you remember Jakul keeping a map of various landmarks and things that he saw. You remember Red taking you in a really peculiar way. Neither of you, unfortunately, were Red or Jakul. Give me a survival.
Why is it us two?
Yeah, tracking team.
Yeah.
And also
14,
paranormal
10.
vibes.
And passed out, yeah.
Not as bad as it could be.
That's the
still a midwife.
stag line.
As you keep-
Spin off.
It's a stillborn.
Why was it stillborn?
You
Was it
head-
just a-
Oh yeah, no.
What
it's
is just
drab,
due
yeah.
north,
So it's technically yes.
or what you think is due north in this woodlands. Trying to keep on lookout.
Well, at least if they get turned around, they can save Erwin. It's fine. Or watch him die.
Wow.
Can I use prestidigitation?
Of course you can.
You can make a symbol appear on an object or surface for 1 hour, just to stop us going around in circles. Kind of like a, Hansel and Gretel trail.
Okay. Yeah. Every now and again, you're just marking
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
I assume Hansel and Gretel also live here. In the hellscape that this is.
As you start to weave your way north, and that is when we shall jump to the others.
Cool.
You've had a fun time on a goat.
We're very sore.
Not as sore as I am.
Who would like to go first?
What?
Do we get a choice?
Jakul,
No,
can you
don't
remember
get
where your vision was?
My dream.
Yep.
Was I the one who got? It was a stake being blessed. No, that was you. You got the stake being blessed.
No, that was you.
No, that was you.
Me,
You were
okay.
being blessed.
So, yeah, I was presenting the stake
Yep.
to a armored paladin lady and giving the last of my strength into the
Yep.
stake.
You hear a reassuring voice, a calm, collected voice. You've heard it before, it's the lady. I have failed you, and I am sorry. I know you put everything onto the line for me to have one shot. And I have failed.
Only human, I suppose.
I guess so. Perhaps there is still some time for light to be brought here, but not now.
Perhaps with your help we may succeed where you failed in the past.
Perhaps it feels as if you open your eyes for the first time in the morning. Your vision blurred. You can't help but blink for a few times. You're sat on the wall, overlooking a small walled town below you. It's cold breeze on your skin. You recognize the town as Kresk. How many generations will have to suffer under him now, though?
Hopefully no more now. Perhaps this will be the last generation to suffer.
Killing him isn't the end.
Is it not?
We knew it wouldn't be, but we couldn't find where he slept. Somewhere in that cursed place is somewhere he rests. We must kill him, if that is the word. Find where he sleeps and kill him again. Only then will he be truly defeated.
If we kill him not there, will he return there?
You see, as you look to the side, your vision comes back. There's a beautiful woman. Blonde, natural hair coming down in a sort of curl, wearing heavy armor. Yes, he'll be back. One day. One day is all you have.
That indeed is a tight timeline.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
That is a tight timeline, yeah.
Yes.
Did you manage to kill him once?
But it cost us everything.
And then he just came back again.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. Hopefully.
She blinks for a second. You will be. She looks to the side. You can see she's got 2 puncture marks. As she leaps straight at your face.
Stop doing that.
Gabriel.
Well, that'll wait for
That hurt.
Hopefully.
action.
You remember
My neck.
where you were,
Yeah.
dusting him with this, and then burning your hands as you drop it, and it collects to the floor. You're inside a stone, ancient building. There's no air coming through here, it's cold. You take a second to look around. You see your companions in arms on the floor. Bodies broken and strewn, fighting men. two what clearly look like priests, a paladin, also some kind of caster wearing robes. So you look down, you're bleeding heavily. So you think for a second that this is only half the job. You can see coming out of this location two exits. One to, we'll say, north, and one to west.
I re-pick up the stake.
As you touch it, it burns your hand to touch.
I look at myself, do I have anything else on me?
Yeah, you've got like a tabard, a holy symbol, and full plate.
Right, I turn and grab a weapon off of one of the other paladins that are on the floor.
Yeah.
And then head north.
The weapon, as you touch it, you get an instant vision in your mind, the need for vengeance, the need to right wrongs, the need to sort out this mess, to end this and protect these people fills you.
Shake it off and keep heading north.
Yep. As you do, you start to wind your way through. You can see there's definitely been battles here, and you've been fighting in this area. You can see little piles of dust, ghouls, zombies, wolves, werebeasts strewn all over the floor.
So there's already been combat.
Heavy combat, yeah.
Turn back round.
Yeah.
And head back and go west.
Yeah. You make your way through. It opens up. You're quite high up. And it opens into like a rooftop. You're on the outside gangway of the castle, and you can look out across Barovia.
What's leading across the gangway?
It walks across, and you can look not down into the courtyard, but there's walls there, and you can see another door going into. So there's like 4 towers.
Yeah.
And you can see another tower the other side.
I'm just going to keep going straight across this.
Oh, not 4 towers, 2 towers at the back, and you're kind of heading across.
I head across.
Yeah.
Not looking down.
No.
Carrying heading down across.
As you start making your way, the door swings open in front of you. You see a hooded figure. See points of ear coming through the hood. So these piercing eyes strike yours.
Let's go.
So you take a second. From out of the walls, the shades of men, phantom warriors, step out. From behind you, the same as this figure draws a scimitar and starts running towards you. Your reactions kick in as you draw this sword and start running to face. Again, this cry in your brain for vengeance, to right these wrongs, fills your every moment. It's all you can focus on. Vengeance. All of the deeds they have done have to be answered, and they have to be answered by you, and they have to be answered now. Just give me a d20 and see how good you are.
That'd be a 1.
As you step in and swing clumsily with this sword, as you try to take over, not relying on your training, but you focus in on what you need to do, where you need to strike, and how true. As you get close to this cloaked figure, screams fill your ears. Not 5, 10, but the screams of thousands of voices all at once just fill your brain and your mind as you just stagger back as he steps in and drives the sword deep into you. But this need for vengeance fills you. You look up into the face of this elf. There's a half smirk across it, just a single raised eyebrow.
I try and focus on me and not the vision and Eldritch Blast.
Yeah. So you bring a hand round and push it up, nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
The sword in your hand now changes. The feeling is not fear, but escape. The fear of being captured, but not of you being captured, the fear of it being captured.
I sling it straight off the causeway.
Your hand flings out, leaving yourself defenseless. Is this elf in front of you? Bring her. And just turns. Do you feel hands grip around you as it goes dark? The last thing you remember thinking is hope for others. As it goes dark. Ready, red. Can you remember where you were, boss?
I was on Yesterhill before it went bad. Before it was not nice.
You were on Yesterhill.
I wasn't on my own.
No, you weren't.
I was with a druid called Carvan.
You were indeed. Druid probably isn't the right word for him.
Summit.
Your vision comes back. You've left Yesterhill. It takes you a second to realise where you are. There's no landmarks for a second. You've never been this side, as you're far to the north. Up in the mountains. Some caves. Angry one, awaken. As you look out, this is a hard life. This is the sort of life where only the strong survive and the weak fail and die. He stands next to you in these heavy furs of bear and wolf. Also some other skins which look all too familiar. He stands tall and proud, hairy, hulking man. But you can see the shadow of Ravenloft. The land is not that misty at this point. You still have fight in you, little one.
She nods. Oh wait, does she have the spear with her?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. She looks down at the spear and nods.
Good. You will need it. You have many trials.
other powers here. Dark.
As he spits to the floor.
They have the one you call that.
Daddy.
They reside in a dark place. I can keep his spirit safe with me. For a while.
Tell me where to go.
He looks down, across. You can see other smaller hills. And in the south, in the middle of the map, you can see another mountain. You can see from here, it looks cold.
Okay. Yeah. Are we talking like here? Yeah.
Looks cold and dead.
Gather your strength before going there. For I have seen it take many lives.
Yeah. She nods.
Good. There is something I would ask of you. The devil. I stood against him longer than any.
You see a look of pride cross his face.
His armies came, and we mountain folk did drive them back. More came, and we destroyed them. But eventually, he came. Not just happy to destroy us, he took what we love. He killed my son. He took my wife. He has her still. Kill her. Release her spirit. She will find her way to me. And we are even. Do we have a deal, little one?
He pulls out a knife, draws it heavily across his own hand, and it is bleeding freely. Puts it out.
She hesitates. Kill your wife. That is all.
That is all.
She cuts her hand on the spear.
As he puts it out and puts it towards you, he slams it on your face, drags it down,
His hand's probably the same size as her face.
and then kind of it like stoops slightly for you.
It's fine.
To do the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The difference is kind of like big bear of a paw of a hand. It's like literally just drenched
Just
your
like-
face. There's like a child's print drag on his. As you look at him.
Now, what is your clan?
Sort of looks out and points, indicates like far, far, far away out of Barovia. And she howls.
It stops and thinks.
My name is Kavan, the Bloodletter.
It's a cool name. It's a pretty good name.
As he looks into your soul for a second. Do you refer to yourself as Red?
Yeah. She was probably about like 3 or 4 when she got lost in the woods.
Okay.
So she would know some words, but she's forgotten her actual name.
Okay. What would he call you?
Is red more a description?
Red's just
from-
like, yeah,
from
like
humans pointing, or
yeah, I suppose, or like wolves will probably call each other like, you know, dark grey or scarred.
Yeah.
can
That'd
wolves
be.
perceive colour?
They can perceive some. I think they can perceive like various shades of brown.
That's cool.
I like the mantis shrimp. They can
They can
see
see everything.
They're not even a shrimp. Not a mantis.
It's aquatic. That's for Johnny hour.
It's like chill touch.
Red. Longstride. Your friends need you.
As you feel a hand rest on the back of your large hand, more hand lands on your back. But it doesn't stop on your back as you're looking out from this mountain top. It just pushes you straight forwards as you realise very quickly there's nothing beneath you.
Oh no.
Scream.
No. Just
Just a moment of shock
yeah.
as the air
Sounds
rushes
take
past you. As you look up, as Carbon lets out a howl, and you see stood now next to him as Wolf lets out a howl as well.
Yeah.
And so very quickly, as all give me a d20, highest will wake up first apart from those who are already awake.
Don't know.
So what order are people piled on the goat?
We call
19.
Gabriel.
Gabriel.
Red.
Like sort of. Like,
Okay, and then on top of Red.
Isolated.
19.
Okay, highest wakes up first.
19.
8.
8.
And
middle
then-
sandwich.
So in the middle of their sandwich, you wake up.
What? So how am I like on my back, on my front?
And
On
you're
your front.
Yeah, if you're
On your
on my
front, so
front,
like,
that. Slipped
Over your
over,
call.
over the call.
And a goat beneath your call.
With a goat bum in your face.
with a dragon bum in your face.
And
You've got the goat bum
which
in
am I
your face.
going? Like, what am I facing? Back or forward?
No, you're facing. You're
Sideways.
slumped
Like
around
down.
it. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
The head is
around
there.
it.
You're slumped over.
And I
it.
feel a weight on my back. Okay, so I just look up and like try and not move because last thing I remember is like touching his stomach. So I'm looking around for the steak.
Yep. The ground is, as you open your eyes, it's a weird sensation. There's kind of like no, you don't really smell yet. It's not existed long enough.
Sulfuric.
No. As you look down, you're not.
Smell of earth. If it's coming
Yeah, kind of like
around
an
the earth.
earthy smell to it. As you, for some reason, like the grass is moving past you. You can't quite work out why.
You're moving like.
Yeah. As you take a moment and then Jackal and Red, you wake up as well. You guys would notice they're awake.
Oh.
Alright, sleepyheads.
Okay, where are we?
You're on a goat.
Who's on top of me?
Red.
Red.
Okay.
Could you get red off me, please?
Yeah, she's sliding.
Am I
slides
literally
off.
by the goat's bum?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just gonna jerk off. Everyone's like, away. Everyone's gonna fall off.
Everyone's thrown to the floor. You're kind of on your current hit points that you were on.
Question: does the mark that was in the dream appear in real life?
You just like have a big red face.
No, that wouldn't.
Damn it! That'd be really cool.
Is Red now holding a spear that I haven't noticed before?
At the moment, no. She is not holding a spear that you have not noticed before.
Okay.
Nice of you to join us.
I'm checking my stuff. I'm taking my mirror out, checking my face.
You're not looking too bad, actually.
Disguise self straight off.
Not good enough. It needs to be better than not bad.
These two have done not a bad job, but you would, between you would be able to work out roughly where
Got a very
you are
floppy handshake at the moment.
and be able to pick up the rest of the way.
Okay. I guess we get a summary of what happened while we were
Red's
out.
just gonna trot on. Is just gonna walk on ahead.
What about Erwin?
This is my goat. His name is
Hadrian.
Hadrian. He hates me.
Why did you get a goat?
The earth. It came out the earth.
Just summon a goat.
Detect magic.
Well, it's magic.
Oh, it's magic.
What sort of spell is it?
It is a conjuration. Second level conjuration spell.
Okay.
Those with Arcade, you'll be able to know it was summoned Steve without too much effort.
Cool.
He's never looked this angry before. At least, Father Abastol's one was a lot more trotty and cheerful looking.
More trotty.
Yeah, it's a technical term.
This is trundling along.
We are in
You need like a dressage horse.
So where are we?
Reach out and sort of stroke it.
You would say about an hour on your way
We're heading back
to
to
Wizards of Wines. Or that road.
Yeah.
So you'd then have to turn off that road to go back to Wizards of Wine.
Did you see Erwin escape? Did you see a raven fly?
We
You
were.
weren't awake, were you?
So I assume we got briefed. Otherwise, my first question is, where are we and what happened?
Yeah, we would have.
Yep.
And
We
if got
escaped.
briefed, then my next
Owen
question-
and Hessie did an excellent job of holding them off while I summoned Hadrian, and now we're here.
So what happened to Erwin?
He told us he would fly off if it became necessary.
Did you see him?
We're in the woods.
I asked.
Can you send
I
one of
asked
your-
that stupid raven and the stupid new
Other
raven to join him, and they didn't. So this is the best we could do, and we're here.
If you'd rather we'd left you all to die, we could have done that. We could leave you here
We
now.
could have rode the goat away.
We could turn
Red's
around and all
gonna
die.
walking off at a forced march.
North?
He's gonna back to Wizard's Wine. Yep, she knows the way.
Yep.
Can you send your ravens
Follow.
to check on Erwin? Is that possible?
I can. No, Eric can't fly. I can actually send Eric quite a while away, but he won't. I can't actually telepathically talk to him when he's like X amount of miles away.
Well, it would
Thank
be good
you,
to know if
Constance,
he's
for
either
saving my
alive,
life.
escaped, or dead. Just for our report, at least.
Yeah. Okay.
Can he see and then come back?
Yeah. I'll ask Eric to go do that.
I'm sure what you
Gives a little-
meant to say was, thank you, Constance. Thank you, Hessia. You saved our lives.
Yes.
We're really grateful.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you. Have you
Very
got
grateful
Who's got
that
the?
we're alive.
So sincere.
Don't push too much, or they'll. I say this in a whisper. Don't push too much, or they will remember that it is my fault that they were unconscious in the first place.
That
It's all about being
I do
unconscious.
remember it.
Who has the stake?
What happened to that?
I
Did
do.
you manage to destroy it?
No, I haven't.
Don't destroy it.
Don't destroy it.
We tried to destroy it, that's what.
After I touched it, I had a vision of using it on Strahd, it turning a vampire into dust. I don't know if it was Strahd, but it looked like Strahd.
Isn't this the result of a stake? It becomes cursed once it's killed a vampire.
Yeah, but this could still kill a vampire anyway.
Then it'd be even more.
Could it kill again? I don't know how these things work.
Cleanse it and use it.
Tonight on Real
Okay.
Crime, Will the snake kill again?
I guess we need to head back to Wizard. Are we heading back to Wizard 1? I thought
We
you were
already are.
okay.
Red's already gone on ahead. She's forced marching.
I'm getting my notes and my map out that I'd kind of been doing, trying to find the landmarks.
We've been doing quite well, I think.
I
on
point
our own.
a message to Red so I don't shout and slow down for our slot.
There's a block.
I don't think you can block message.
Well, it's not so much blocking, it's basically ignoring.
You don't give us
Okay.
input.
Seeing as nobody else is on the goat, I grab it by the fur on the back of its neck and
barrels
try
straight away,
and climb
so do-
onto it.
Pardon?
And climb onto it.
Constance is going to ride the goat. It is your goat.
Would you like a lift? Seeing as we did all the
Yeah.
heavy
Yeah.
lifting in this situation.
Just you.
Just me.
I'm jumping
She's
on
not
anyway.
on fire currently.
I'm not
I
currently
say
on
to it
fire.
telepathically.
And I am no longer evil.
I think the goat is.
Do you have Red's remaining tatters of cloak?
Red had those, didn't she?
Nope.
No, it was wrapped up with the stick.
Well, in that case, yeah, they'll be in my bag. Because whatever was there, I then wrapped up in my
Yeah.
Can
stuff.
I get that?
You want to touch the steak?
No, I want to try and salvage her cloak.
The cloak upset her. I think probably not showing it to her again is probably a poor idea.
She seems already pissed. I don't think she's forgotten it. Something that happened like...
Shall we just keep moving?
Yes.
I say from on top of my goat.
I'm still moving. I'm walking while
I'm
you're
trying
talking.
to climb onto this goat.
As it's moving.
Yeah, as it's moving, I'm just trying to scrabble up
It's
the
giving
back.
you 0 assistance to get onto it back compared to consequence.
Well, like, how long does that last for?
Forever, isn't it?
It's a long time.
But like, because it's already like decomposing, a bit's gonna start falling off of it at some point. So is Hessie gonna be like trying to grab onto
Climb
it?
up the
Just
tail, and the tail just goes.
It's like a summon. It's
broke
like
your
a
goat.
summon.
Broke your goat.
I'm sorry, Constance, that broke.
Doesn't
your
say.
You go.
No, it
a
lasts
creature
until you get
from-
rid of it.
Yeah.
And you can.
I can cast spells on top of it.
Yeah. It's quite a good spell. It's quite a high level, isn't it? What level is it?
It's only second level.
Yeah.
But I think.
That's a long
You do it
time
like
for a second
5
level
times,
spell.
and we could have like a
Spells
little
only get to, like,
mounted
third level.
army. Or can you
No,
only do it
just the
once?
one.
Oh.
No.
Okay, you start making your way north.
Guess I'm walking.
D20.
Stupid goat.
Me being unconscious without a short rest.
Does have high dexterity.
Yeah, you're dreaming.
I was. I explained my dream.
What happened in your dream?
Staked Strahd turned to dust. Couldn't really pick up the stake I used to kill him with it because it was burning me. So I picked up a sword of a fellow fallen paladin. What was my symbol? The holy symbol I was wearing?
Pardon?
And the
Morning.
Morning Star, the Morning Lord cleanses all. And then I went north along a corridor, but I believe we've already been this way because the absolute carnage of the amount of dead werebeasts,
Yeah.
zombies, ghouls, etc., and dust. So I came back west. I was running across a causeway between the castle and a tower. When I was on there, spectrals of fallen warriors started to try and attack me. Then this elf stepped forward and put his scimitar through me.
You recognise the elf?
No, I didn't. And then the sword was telling me I wanted vengeance, but after I got stabbed, it told me that no one could get the sword. So I launched it off the causeway.
Helpful.
And then, last thing I remember is all the hands of the spectral warriors grabbed me and then black and started taking me away.
I had a similar kind of
No, I was a
vision.
woman, wasn't I?
Yes.
You were indeed.
And it was definitely a vision because I couldn't actually use any of my normal powers.
I had a similar kind of vision of gifting the stake to a woman. Sounds similar to what you describe yourself as.
Saint
a paladin.
Markovia, perhaps?
Possible.
There was something about
Would I
fallen
recognise
paladin,
the-
wasn't
From
there?
his description, you didn't see your own face.
No, I mean, like from the woman that I gave this presented the steak to, from like the stained glass windows and stuff like that. Would I recognise her as that lady, or no?
If only we'd found her bones,
No. Well, her bones are a
only.
bit less than.
Yeah.
we
So
could
that
have
is
gone.
her.
These bones
So have a
look
quick ice
familiar.
cream break.
Yeah.
Just cool, that was fallen paladin.
Ice cream.
Ice cream?
Ice cream, and also me.
I can just hand it over.
Thanks.
So I had to take the heat pack off
so
my neck.
if I recognise,
Too hot in
It's
here.
freaking hot in London at the moment.
yeah, it's hot in your apartment.
And I have a
Yeah, we get a
handy
heat
hand.
wave
did
across
have
the
the
whole
other
of
one.
Europe.
Sorry, it's hot in this sound studio.
Yeah.
Yes, that's where we are.
High-end sound studio.
Should we have a competition? Give away some dice.
Nah,
Alright.
nah. We should give away random objects in your house. What we
That dice, the dice that you made me roll, this one, we should give this away.
Yeah, the cursed dice. It always rolls low. Give this to your favorite DM.
You win this giraffe
nice.
snap
I thought
band.
that was an ice cream. I thought that was right.
Will only be a couple minute break. Yeah, this.
Is it one of them? Oh yeah, I forgot about them. Where is it? Explain
As a-
items in your house.
I love giraffes, and it's a
Yeah.
bookmark.
Ah, it's not a snap band that I was
No,
trying to.
if only.
Snap hands.
Oh, Modano Gaming just says they've just bought the starter kit but hasn't had time to play in years. They're so
There's a
behind.
little wafer on it. That's cool.
Yeah, it's a
There's a new starter kit, isn't there?
yeah.
It looks really good. I'd quite like to buy a copy as well, mate. It looks really cool.
Grandma's best
For 5e.
recipes. This is the new item that you
Yeah.
can win if you
Was
get
this written
the.
by your grandma?
Yes.
Because otherwise it's false advertising.
Giving away old Sanders books.
Yeah, the one.
Yay! Oh, these look nice.
Yeah.
We're just,
rainbow.
it's really hot in London at the moment, so having an ice cream break.
No, it's
Everyone's just
plastic
tuned in.
grandma.
Yeah,
grandma
like that
loves
starter
the
kit
cake,
seems really good value. I think it comes with quite an interesting looking adventure as well. Like you're a monster hunter or something.
Ooh.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
I'll put your books back now. I'm sort of fussing.
Do we all eat it the same way?
If anyone in chat wants to ask any of the players anything stupid, feel free to now.
Well, we
Only
can't talk.
stupid questions answered.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any serious questions, you'll get kicked out of the chat.
As if I know how to do that.
We're assuming it's a thing you can do.
I assume so. Oh, let's see how we're doing in the grand scheme of Dungeons & Dragons streams tonight.
Out of all of one stream, we are the best.
I'll take that. Best part of the Neapolitan ice cream. Go.
We're number one. We're number one.
Out of?
Oh, there's quite a few.
Don't know. Not generally a fan of Neapolitan. Maybe the
Quick,
chocolate.
best part. Go.
Wafer?
No, the ice cream. The Neapolitan ice cream.
Oh.
Where is it?
Chocolate?
Chocolate.
Oh, question, sorry.
I'm not a huge fan of strawberry.
Oh, do we have some tips for choosing dices? Yes.
Don't use these ones.
Don't do that one.
One,
Dice.
don't use that black dice.
2. Always use these dice.
Crit it. Is the
I
answer.
have heard that it's difficult to get any dice other than a d6 to be perfectly balanced. So if you think you're rolling a lot of low numbers, it probably is slightly unbalanced.
All of our dice are from critic.co.uk and they make pretty good dice. They do different animal spirit ones, and he's just doing some new ones which look really cool and snazzy, which are like
Space ones.
space ones. Oh, boy, let's get him send us
Spirit
some
of the
space
Universe,
ones.
I think.
Sweet world.
Pardon?
I think the series is called Spirit of the Universe.
Nice.
They're really cool.
His dice are nice, but they're on the more expensive side. So if you're just going to buy,
per pack?
I think it's like £12.
So nice dice though.
Frozen.
Here's a good. So if you're going to buy, it depends. If you like buying loads of dice for everyone,
Or if you like having your own personal set.
yeah,
Hey, we're number one.
Woohoo!
Personal sets,
Number
these are
one,
good.
D&D.
Definitely good.
we're better than the official D&D channel because they've not started yet. They're starting now.
Official? Are we not official enough?
The official D&D by Wizard Coast channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they allow guests and stuff, don't they?
Yeah.
At certain times of day. So it's like a TV channel.
I mean, we had a guest.
Cool.
We had a guest once.
He was great.
Just for
He died.
various love, as we know, just join in every now and then.
Yep.
and Matt's wife when they're married.
So I don't like metal dice really because they are so noisy.
Yeah,
They feel
they
nice.
look beautiful and
They
feel
look
nice, yeah.
amazing.
If you have a very, very thick dice mat, then maybe it'll be alright.
Yeah. But I like to look at them.
I hate biting those ones.
You can get like semi-precious gem ones, can't you?
Wow, great.
Yeah. They're not cheap.
I heard a story about somebody who lent their second favourite set of dice to a friend for the campaign, and at the end, as a present, the friend gave them back having been made into jewellery, like 2 earrings and a necklace, and she was like, "This is so nice. I need those dice for my other character." It is a bit of a
I mean, they're dice for a reason. You don't want to ruin the dice.
exactly. Take away their main function.
Yeah.
Those are
I'll
delicious,
just
thank
put
you.
these gifts down here, which I got you then.
Thank you, I feel.
I feel much better now.
Well, if they're made purpose as a necklace or something like that from dice, it's fine. But if you're buying a set of dice and then you're giving back a necklace, it's like,
Yeah, like a friend of mine had one which was like a D6 necklace, and that was kind of cool.
yeah.
And another friend had some cufflink ones which were dice. They were cool. I can't remember what they were. They were not like actual dice, but.
Go natural resin,
So-
wood.
Going back to the previous question, my favourite dice. I don't know if you can see it. Are ones like this. Because they're really easy to read. Like, a friend of mine had some beautiful, beautiful dice, and they were phenomenal. They looked amazing. But fuck me, could you not see what it... Like, the D20, it was so small. And just like, oh, jeez.
Right.
Or they're all
Rapid
flowery
Johnny.
numbers or something like that.
Which they've been.
Not easy to see.
So tips for the GM, there's a couple of
Georgia, do you have a...
Oh yeah.
really good YouTube guys. One who's a little bit jarring occasionally. How to be a great GM. He's from like South Africa, I think. A lot of the stuff he says is really good, but it's very articulate. And some stuff he goes over in too much information. Have a little read of that. But he does a really good one on how to make good characters. When I first started, has anyone seen Extra Credits?
No.
Yeah.
When I first started, they do videos about computer games more and stuff like that. But a lot of the stuff they did was videos on storytelling and character development and stuff like that to actually help in computer games. And it copies across into this really well. But there's like a couple of guys who do like good questions for your players to ask their characters to kind of fill out certain bits in their background and stuff like that, which is quite cool. Yeah, YouTube's quite good for that. Right, should we kick off again then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, boy.
So yeah, I'll give a summary of what I saw as well.
Yeah.
They're handing the steak to the lady, who I believe was probably you.
Was it the same?
It was
lady
the
that
saint.
Tried to bite you.
Yes, she did try to bite me at the end. So I think
She
that
turned
might
into a vampire.
be. But her remains were in the church.
Then it isn't that saint then.
Yeah, but she did look the same as the. Did she look the same, like the lady I handed the steak to, and the stained glass of the?
You would think so, maybe, yeah.
They did look very similar,
Vampire saint.
unless her remains have somehow been reanimated after the fact. Although if they were so holy, it doesn't seem likely.
This is the one where the
What
bones are
fears me
missing.
the most is what Red is saying. Because we don't get to hear what she said.
Yes. Maybe it's one of the missing pieces of the puzzle. She also spoke to me and, yeah, did seem very depressed. So, possibly vampire.
I think everybody's depressed in Barovia.
Yeah. Except for Erwin, who might not be around anymore.
How many years has it been since Strahb's reign?
Oh, at least 10.
At least
At least 10. But can
It's
you give us
very
like a
hard to
in
say.
between?
But the elf that we talked to, he said that
the
he
Dust
was
Girl said it was
around
a long time.
He said, yeah, long time.
Between 10 and 500.
It's at least 10.
Yeah.
Oh, so between 10 and 500.
Over that.
1,000.
Over 500.
Between 10 and 1,000.
That is still at least 10.
It is.
Erwin told us before he disappeared that they needed you back in Valaki.
what happened in Valaki.
The gates are broken and they're getting attacked. And they thought that you were the answer to all their problems. You, particularly you by name.
Probably something to do with the church.
Yes. We still finding those remains would be, but I don't know if we could actually go back there.
Well, the plan is to head that way after Kresk.
Yes.
But I think Hessia needs to heal up.
Yes, please.
Yeah. We need. Yeah.
And we need to wait for Irvin if he's in if he's at Wizard's One.
Yeah.
And also see what's up with Red.
Yeah.
So we go back to Wizards of Wine, have a rest
I'd
where
like
we're
to go in
safe.
that
Give their
cave.
jewel back.
Yes, and I'd like to go to that cave and get the relics.
We should go to the cave,
And
but
there's the witch.
I think we should go to Wizards of Wine first and have
Yeah,
a
well,
rest.
yeah, definitely.
Wizards of Wine, we need to sit down and have a chat about
And return
what
the
he's
gem.
doing.
Yeah.
And I have to tell him he's an idiot.
And get our
That was
might
an
not be the best
explicit. It was an explicit instruction.
As long as you specify it as a quote and not your own feelings.
we need to put our eggs back into the baskets.
Yes.
That's definitely the phrase.
It's a new phrase.
Right. Trekking Wizards of Wine.
Can everyone give me a perception, please?
Ahaha.
Oh, I love the fact that I got Eric back.
13.
18.
Mine cocked between. No, it's not. That's 16.
What
12.
did you
rolled
get,
with my left
perception,
hand,
buddy?
and I think that helps. I got 17.
Oh.
Left
I
hand
should
rolling
start
it is.
trying that. Try and do it with my
No,
right
it's rubbish
hand.
for me.
No. A 2. 5.
Yeah.
7. Nope.
Right-handed rolling is sort of
Gabriel.
water.
As you're on foot,
Yeah.
just as you're walking, something shiny catches your eye. Where? On the floor. You can see the back of it. Looks silverish, tarnished, a bit muddy.
Magic go.
Flat. Handle to it.
Pick it up.
You can see it's
Man
a
of my own
hand mirror on the floor.
Shakur, is this yours?
I grab my holy symbol. It is not mine. I do know a thing or two about mirrors, though.
I hand it to Shakur. And do not look inside it. Because I do not want to look at myself.
I'll inspect
interesting.
it.
Interesting.
I'll inspect it. How's it?
Oh, I could have just identified.
Yeah.
I could have just done
You should have done detect magic on it.
Oh, well.
The frame seems old. Seems like it's been here for a long time. It's tarnished the metalwork. But the actual glass or itself doesn't seem that tarnished. As
Is
you,
it a holy symbol, Shakur?
Is it?
you look at yourself in it,
Yes.
as you do, you see yourself older, much, much older. There's a heavy scar across one eye.
Does it make him look more handsome?
Yeah. Is it? No.
It's not that kind of sexy scar.
Oh no, it's a nasty scar.
I immediately throw it to the ground. This is a mirror of falsehood, I believe.
I pick it up and detect cast identify on it. Ritual casting time is a minute. Duration is instantaneous. You choose an object. You must touch it throughout the casting of the spell. If it is a magical item or magic imbued object, you learn the properties and how to use it.
So it is a magical item, or magically imbued. You get the faint whiffs of illusionary magic from it. And you're able to work out it shows the user much, much older.
Cool.
Is that it?
Is that it? And it also shows you older.
Perfect. That's useful. I put that in my bag.
How is that useful?
Oh, there's things that want to see themselves old, like swapping Jackal's mirror out for his.
Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you. It's useful.
Next time he's casting heal. You cut your way through the paths following Red. Your goat, relatively sure-footed, makes its way through the terrain without too much trouble. You get back up to the bigger path, but still muddy, small path in the grand scheme of things. You never heard the druids from behind you.
Has Eric come back?
Oh yeah, you sent him flying in.
Yeah.
To just see what happened to Erwin and report back. You can talk to him, or is it just kind of...
I can telepathically link to him.
But he can... okay.
What's his... Oh, fuck.
It doesn't count. Whatever.
It's lost. It's
Would you like this
lost.
one instead?
What is his perception?
Eric's.
Yeah.
Better than mine.
I'll give him... I'll say +2. How long do you tell him to search for?
Until he's got to stay within range of me.
Oh, what's the range?
I think let me bring up.
I think if we say a kilometre, he won't be able to stay in contact with you and search.
Hang on a minute.
You'd be too far out.
Feats and traits. Class features.
Too far out, I am afraid.
Hang on a minute.
The others, what are you doing?
I'm still ahead, right at the front of the party. No, it's just silent.
Just plodding?
Yeah.
I'm fixing myself up.
Walking alongside the goat, which I'm not allowed to ride.
I'm keeping an eye out from on top of the goat.
If you die or fall unconscious or are further than 2 miles away. So is he further
2
than 2
miles?
miles away? Yeah.
Oh no, at the start he will be able to pick him up, so he's got a little while to search. I'll give him some perceptions.
And I've got a telepathic link up to 1,200 feet.
Give me a d20 and make it a good one.
Don't fuck it up.
If you have a point of inspiration, not that I'm telling you when to burn them.
I mean, I do.
I don't think I do.
I do.
I feel like we're all saving them for like a really...
For the moment when I really need it.
I used it already. I think I had one.
Like you, yeah. I forget what you used it for.
And it is a free.
Inspiration.
Where's your inspiration?
I don't have an inspiration.
Oh,
Everyone had one, I thought.
I've used
yeah, I gave everyone one at one.
But if you're giving me one, I'll use one. Use it. If I've got one, I'll use it. And this is going to be
if you've never used one, everyone had one at one point.
Okay.
But I know some people have used it.
I distinctly put a 0, so I
Okay.
So if you're plus in 2, that's 14.
So give me clearly your last instruction. Eric says to you,
Squawk, squawk.
squawk, squawk. I'll need to travel further. What is the last instruction you give to him before he leaves communication?
As soon as you find him, alive or dead, come back and tell me what you saw.
With or without?
With. Oh, unless he's dead. Leave him.
Can you imagine it's like this one raven like trying to carry this guy.
I just need to know what he's like. If he's alive, get him to fly back with you. If he's dead, tell me where he's dead.
Okay.
Please don't be dead.
That's a really weirdly phrased sentence. Where are you dead?
Where are you dead?
Where are you dead?
Oh, Dad over there.
Please be alive. Please be flying towards us.
So as you keep travelling north on the path, you soon get to the junction that going west will take you to Wizards of Wine. Continuing north will take you back to the crossroads.
West.
Wizards of Wine.
To the Wizards of Wine.
And we need to return their gem.
Oh yeah, that.
The whole reason.
Right, Johnny, give me one last roll.
You good?
That would be an 18.
+2.
+2 if you get
Plus 2 would be 20.
Fuck it up.
Get your curse dice back.
Oh no.
I don't like that.
I don't know if you can see it.
I can't see it.
What was
Is
it?
that a
I
crit?
don't think that one.
Oh.
Yay!
Is that a good or is that a bad thing? Was
I
that
think that's a
Erwin's
good
roll
thing.
or was that the Druid's roll?
Wait, who?
They
yeah,
still
I'm so
fighting.
confused. I'm so confused. Whose role is it?
Okay.
I don't know.
Did you just send Eric or did you send both?
I sent just Eric.
Okay.
Don't trust the other one yet.
No, I trust the other one, but it's kind of has a bit more of its own free will.
Fuck this!
No fire from Hessia. You haven't killed this one yet, have you?
I haven't killed this one yet. Only Eric. Gold.
So Eric comes back after a short rest. The other one I had to summon again.
Yeah, so you get to the crossing and you can feel Eric got close and he's calling for help.
So he's got to be 1,200 feet away.
At 1,200 feet, as soon as he's within distance of you, he's calling for help.
Eric's in trouble. We need to head that way?
South.
South.
Did he find Owen?
Did you find Owen?
Yes.
Right. Fuck,
How Eric sounds.
Okay, okay.
That way.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's only
You got
1,200 feet.
any healing mojo on you?
Not much.
Like a stiff wind is gonna kill me right now. Just
Okay,
say if we're going
yeah.
into a situation where there's help required.
I'll pump a heal into you.
What sort of time of day is it currently?
You travelled down there.
We travelled on in the morning, didn't
Morning.
we?
So it's probably like afternoon.
Mid-afternoon.
No, later than that. It took you like 3 hours to get there, didn't it?
Oh,
So probably about 6 or 7 o'clock right now.
We're getting dark, presumably.
Yeah, so we got to
Yeah,
head
boys.
quick.
5 health.
5, thank you. That's,
Doesn't
it
take
now
long
needs to
to
be quite
find
a
them.
strong wind to kill me. This is
Eric
not
is a
half
serious
Yeah.
meat beefcake.
Eric is a beefcake.
Eric is a
Eric
big
is a
old raven.
beefcake.
Yeah, he's a monster.
Portly.
Didn't cope that well when
He's
I
one
set
of those
him
ravens
on
that you look at and go, yeah, you definitely got.
I
an
thought it was
extra opinion.
molting a lot though.
No, you only just pulled out one of his tail feathers.
Yeah.
An extra
And every time he dies, he comes
He's
back
one
with them all
extra
again.
opinion.
Is that a pinion joke?
Yeah.
Is that because part of a raven's feather is a wing is called a pinion?
What?
And so Johnny's just peppering us with raven puns.
Johnny,
Raven
you get -1 inspiration.
Sorry, mate, I'm already on 0.
You now have to do your next roll at a disadvantage.
-1 inspiration.
Everything is at disadvantage.
You need 2 in order to have 1.
Okay, Johnny. There's in the woods as the branches are twisting and coming out. It is old and dying and dead in places, but here there's a little bit more life to it. Some of the trees have leaves, but still these gnarly branches coming out. It is incredibly dense in certain places and quite sparse in others. There seems to be no nature to it at all. And there, in a small clearing, you see a raven.
Is it Eric?
Eric or
No. It's a black and silver raven.
Leo in them?
On the floor, doesn't seem to be breathing.
Heal it. Someone. Oh, spare the. Have I leveled
I've
up?
got to spare
Not
the
yet, we
dying.
haven't done
Haven't
level up
leveled
yet.
up yet.
I've got to spare the dying. I'll run
yeah,
over and
use my
spare the
sparing
dying.
Yep.
Spare the dying on it. Be back to 1 health, I guess, 1 HP. Technically, if he is a raven still, he's alive, right? Because he's a were-raven, so he would turn back human if he died.
I don't think it works the same as druid stuff.
No, but it would be like the werewolf. We killed the werewolf, it turned back into human.
True.
As you touch him, you can see he's a bloody mess.
Spare the dying.
Yep.
Stabilize him. Can regain
His
consciousness.
right wing seems to be bent at a very unnatural angle, and his right eye is completely missing.
So do we have any healing?
What is the rule of like restoring lost pieces of?
There's a spell called
healing.
Restoration and
Restoration,
Greater
okay.
and Lesser Restoration.
Okay.
Yeah. But all we need to do is just get him.
Yeah.
Is he
I've
breathing?
spared the dying, so he should be. Is it just stabilize him or brings him back to 1 HP or?
Stabilizing him. Yeah.
So
Then I'm gonna. But I don't have any low level stuff, so mass healing word. Everyone's gonna get this then.
Nice.
D4. Ooh, 7 health to everyone.
My health bar is a
I'm
wild ride.
on
You're
full
still
anyway.
I have a pencil.
I didn't get hit in the fight.
How many was
20,
that?
5, 8, 16, 0,
Oh, to
2,
be fair,
7,
I
14.
haven't technically leveled up yet. So
14 points,
I'm
yeah?
on full.
7 points.
7 points.
So I was on 7 and now 14.
Before your eyes, there's no flourish or twist or twirl. There's no spray of feathers. There's no majesty to it. There is a scream and a cry of pain as you hear an unnatural click and clunk as bones separate and try to reknit themselves. Standing before you in ripped, bloodied clothes. His right eye missing. His right arm a mangled mess. No sword. Part of his beard completely gone. A heavy scar going backwards through his hairline. As he opens his mouth, and you can see he's missing 2 full rows of teeth, and his cheek heavily damaged.
Let's get you back home.
As he tries to push himself to his feet and can't. From the south, you hear the howls of wolves.
I'll
I
wrap
jumped
my
down.
arm around him. Yeah.
I jump down off the goat and pick him up. and
As you
get him on
touch
it.
him, he yelps in pain.
I don't care. Pick him up anyway.
Yep.
I'll help her put him onto the goat.
Run.
Run.
Goat. Come on, goat.
Run.
We gotta go, goat.
Hey, go, go,
Who's taking
go.
point? And are you following one person?
Let's
Follow
do
leading?
that tracker, yeah.
Yeah. So you're going. You'd be slower.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. As you start to make your way north, you hear another howl from the south.
How close is the noise?
Give me a perception, please.
Gonna be using.
19.
Velvet.
Never any point in the rest of it.
Still a decent distance away. They're not going to be closing the distance on you.
Cool, we keep
rapid
going
fire.
then.
Yeah.
Run.
I'll
yeah.
keep my one of the landmarks and stuff I've been making notes of in my map making. I know, well, not making notes, but like we're going back the way we came.
Yeah.
So I'm like
Making sure you're going in the right direction.
helping Red
Run,
to
map
make sure we're
making.
going the right way and the shortest routes possible.
You make your way back to the crossroads, and you've got the west going Wizards of Wine or north going. Which way do you go?
Wizards
Wizards
Wine.
of
Why?
As you turn west and run down the wall, another howl, this time closer. They're definitely closing the distance to you. As you continue, feet plodding, moving as fast as your bodies can carry you now. Another howl. Erwin looks in a bad way. He's unconscious again from moving this fast.
I'll just keep pumping spirit the die to stabilize him.
Yeah, you just keep on.
Yeah, just keep my hand on him and like running, kind of like keeping,
Yeah, you'd fall behind the others if you do.
Well, we'll keep pace with the goat. No.
No, because everyone else remember can double move. So as your
So you're
action,
using
I
your
run.
action.
Okay.
Where
so
your
it'd be
action
like-
would be, like, ask, spare the dying.
Okay. Well, obviously, then I have to run again to catch up. So yeah,
You do your best.
yeah. I'll obviously be behind everyone else. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see in the distance come in from the Wizards of Wine. At first it looks like a cloud, a dark cloud that's travelling towards you. So it starts to squawk as it does,
They're ravens.
as what must be 200-300 ravens just go over the top of you. And in the distance, you can see now the vineyard. This long building within the centre. Some of you have flashbacks to fighting. Push through. The family come to the door. You see the eldest son. No, sorry, you wouldn't. You would see Dag. If you remember him. The parent whose son you saved comes, unbolts the door and opens it before you get to it. Come in, it is not safe out here.
Nope.
I pull.
He sees you've got some giant goat with you now.
And
I will stable it as he sees what's on it. Is that Owen?
That is, and he's injured severely.
Pull him off.
Get him inside, quick. I will take this to the stable.
Sure.
Fuck off. You hear in your head.
I concentrate. No, you fuck off. And dispel it.
You're gonna
I
dispel
say that in Orcish.
Or I'll dispel it, or you do dispel it.
I do dispel it.
As
Goodbye.
the smoke
Egon.
swirls around as he kind of takes a step back. Get in.
You served us well, Hadron.
It's that heavy front door is shut behind you and bolted across. You'd be able to see they'd made some changes here. Some of them you helped them make, refortifying it, barricading the doors so they would be stronger. It looks relatively impregnable. It's going to take something serious in here. Maybe a 45-foot tree would have done it without too much trouble. But you feel... Yeah, you would feel a warm sense of security being in here now. Those who are used to being inside. Red, you probably wouldn't. See Davian moving down quickly, the older man leaning heavily on his stick. And he makes a protective circle over his heart. What happened here?
We got your stone as requested.
And
Is that
your
us?
half-dying son. So let's not worry about the gem right now and worry about Owen.
Owen came and saved us. Without him, you would not have the stone.
Take him to my room. Go. I'll catch up.
Okay.
Take him to the room.
Those who can remember the way, you run up the stairs to the side, take a right. Still got the smell of burnt wood. They've not been able to get it out yet, Hessia. As you make your way round to the master bedroom and gingerly place the broken body on the bed. You've got a second to look at him now. He is covered in bite marks, scars, burn marks. But you would guess the one which seems to have done the most damage would have been a lightning bolt. It's just gone straight down one side of him and just caused horrific wound across him. As again you spare the living, he comes back to consciousness.
No.
As he tries to push his way up.
I'll help to try and hold him down, kind of stop him from hurting himself.
Yeah, he tries to push on his right arm and then pulls it back, or tries to pull it back, and you can see him twitch. Seems to have been on the shoulder and on the elbow. It looks a mess.
I use message so only he can hear it, and I tell him that he's at the Wizard's Wine and that he is safe here. Quite calmly and gently as possible.
Yep, you invoke this message and try and whisper into his ear.
Is there a window in this room?
There are, but it's got shutters across it.
Can I go to them and look out, see whether we can see any, fighting wolves, anything?
You unbolt them?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like they're heavily bolted shut shutters.
Unbolt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd have there's like inside and then outside as well. So then you have to slide to make a cross to open the outside ones. As you look out, by this point, no, you'd see the swarms of ravens on their way back.
Okay.
2 of them on their way back.
2 swarms or 2 ravens?
2 swarms. So maybe half of the ravens that you saw zoom past you.
Ravens are coming back.
I pull out the stone and hand it to Davian. So I hope it was worth it.
He looks at it and his eyes go wide.
I hope so too.
He takes it off you. You've seen priests in the past, the way he touches it is almost like the way you would touch a sacred relic.
This will bring much happiness to the people in despair. I thank you on their behalf.
Is there anyone here who can treat your son?
You see Stephanie, the mother, comes over and she's brewing up some teas, but you can just see she's in shock. Already this face is just swollen and pussing up in places. He was quite an attractive older man, but people won't say that about him now.
Red's gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there an area you want to focus on within his
What's
body?
the most heavily wounded? That was an 8, by the way. That was a crit.
Nice.
So that would have been a...
8 plus your wisdom.
I thought it was spell. Yeah.
No, that's the attack. It's,
In
wisdom
which case
modifier.
it's 11.
Yes, yeah.
Focus on whatever's most heavily damaged place. So probably his face.
His face looks pretty messed up, yeah.
Yeah, probably his face.
It closes some of the wounds, but doesn't repair
Yeah.
the major damage that has been done to him. He kind of takes a deep breath as you do it. You can see as Davian looks to this gem, and you can see a couple of the others with like heads held low as one of the other children walks in and just gives a scream, seeing him.
Get them out.
While he's holding that orb,
Dag kind of runs towards them. Children, come with me. I shall take you downstairs. This entire time, Owen's, you can see him twitching in this fevered dream.
is it okay if I cast Detect Magic since he's got that orb in his hand?
You got to touch it?
No, it's Detect Magic is the aura one. So if you sense magic this way, you can use it.
It's got very strong abjuration and conjuration and transmutation auras coming from it.
Oh wow!
3 separate auras coming from it.
Fancy.
It's very powerful and bright auras.
I'm gonna say if no one else is gonna be treating this man, then I'll do it. Bring me bandages, hot water.
Yep.
Clean basins, cloths.
They've brewed up some more of this tea, using special herbs as well.
Okay.
Give me a heal check. Anyone want to try and assist?
Isn't it medicine?
Medicine, sorry, yeah.
I'll try and
Cool.
assist.
So you can give him advantage on his roll
I can do that.
if you pass a roll first. By being the nurses.
19.
Yeah.
13.
14 on that roll, so
Yeah,
I get
and then-
an advantage.
Mm-hmm.
14 or 10.
So what's the total?
14 or
14.
10. Yeah.
So, as a sort of, who's acting as like the primary? You two? and then you're kind of assisting a bit. It's like I'm visualising it.
Yeah.
More than his.
Yeah.
Boiling things and passing them bits. What did you get,
Practical
Red?
things.
14.
Oh, nice. Yeah, between you with double 14s, you're able to kind of a mixture of you restraining him for certain parts.
Suture him, stitch him up.
What are you doing?
I would be watching out the window. Like, I think she knows enough to know that she would help.
Staying in the room
medical
or getting out of the
scenario.
room?
She'd stay in the room, but just not get involved.
I've told Jakul to focus on fixing his arm more than his face.
Okay.
I'll follow the advice. Try and.
So, from what you'd be able to tell, his leg is maimed. He is going to be walking with a limp. It is as simple as that. His arm is gone. The bone is completely shattered. Without him getting restoration magic, he will not be able to use it.
Okay.
So you can't fly.
I don't remember restoration. Is that like a higher level?
None of us have got it, I don't think.
No.
Cleric possibly may.
Yeah.
I shall tell you.
Lesser restoration. Doesn't affect blind, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
So it's more for like you can use it to remove conditions.
Yeah.
So, for example, greater restoration can remove charmed or petrified, one curse or attunement to a cursed item, any reduction to one ability score, one effect reducing hit point maximum.
Because I could do, well, I can't now because I don't have any spell slots left, but I have lesser restoration as one of my abilities. But it's,
So if we had night sleep, we could potentially.
yeah,
Well,
but
it would help him a little
lesser
bit.
restoration, but it says cures condition blind, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Lesser restoration would help him definitely.
Yeah.
And
What is the components for lesser?
Lesser restoration.
Is there anything crazy?
No, vocal and symbolism,
Yeah.
so it doesn't take much.
and if I was able to rest, I may be able to neutralise what infection there is.
I would still not be of any help whatsoever.
Yeah.
As you're healing him, takes you maybe half an hour of time. Do you guys stay in the room for that entire time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
To make him more comfortable at some point, you're going to have to like move one of his ribs back into place from where it's come out.
Okay.
We'll do that. Do they not have anyone here who knows any medicine or anything like that?
It would seem like the wife can brew up some kind of herby tea, and that's about it.
Great.
Give me a roll for it.
Medicine again?
Yeah, I'm ready. You assisting?
Yeah.
So you two are actually doing it, and then Constance being the assistants.
Great.
2.
6.
No.
So you got advantage.
They were useless, but you really helped.
20.
Nice. Yeah.
Really good at holding him still.
As you hold him down, at the last second he kind of wiggles a little bit, but you kind of move him back into position as Jakul gets a good grip, and he grits his teeth, but cannot help give out a deep, guttural, primal scream. You start to hear the sound of children crying from elsewhere in the house.
I'm going to go. I see that these three have got it in hand and leave and head towards where the children are.
Yeah, you see Dag, father figure to them, in them with the Choi's room, as trying to get them to play with various toys and whatnot. But they just seem to be asking about their uncle. No, he shall be fine, children. He has protected us. You know your uncle.
I will try and entertain the kids using forms of prestidigitation and like make faint musical notes. And
Yeah, you got any skill that you think will help?
probably my
Perform or
yeah, it'd be my background, isn't it? I'm a con man.
Can you sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand, things like that.
yeah, some of the older ones may
Older
be
ones.
interested. The younger ones probably not.
Performance.
Yeah, so give me a perform check.
Does actor add anything to my performance?
Not for this.
No. 14. Add the participation of like making showers of
that.
sparkles
Yeah, you
and
distract
faint
them.
music.
Doing some basic magic tricks.
Yeah.
Creating little objects, which then disappear. The half an hour passes. He passes out again.
Keep him stabilized, but I'm not like needing like necessarily.
You're pretty sure that he's not going to die from this
Yeah.
in the near of time.
I'll just spend my time just kind of fixing him up, trying to restore what I can.
Thank you for what you've done.
I thank Erwin. Seems without him we might not have made it off that hill.
And no idiotic request. Erwin's words.
He kind of looks at him with his hard eyes. For a second, you think they go softer. Give me a empathy. Is it no? What is the roll?
Insight.
Insight.
Hey, Moondog. Welcome to the stream.
Hi, Moondog.
Critical fail.
No.
Anyone else with
you letting me
insight?
reroll that? Thank you.
Oh.
Didn't help.
I'm still
No,
there.
it's 16
I'll
still.
give it a go.
16.
Thanks, phone.
That'd be a 21.
Oof.
Fine.
You've seen it before. These hard, strong eyes. There's a little waver in them, but then comes back.
He must have had a guilty conscience.
So the older man turns his back on him and goes to leave. But you do notice that he only left once you said you thought he's going to survive.
Okay.
I head back into the room.
Yep.
You're welcome to stay here tonight. Like I said,
We were going
you're
to-
friends of me and mine.
Well, thank you. With some rest, we may be able to help Owen more now that he's stabilized.
Stephanie, cook for them. Won't be much.
He starts limping out of the room. His room.
I'll sleep in this room on the chair with Eric and Ida. They'll watch after him and you'll get some rest.
Are you sure?
Alright. Yeah, that's a good plan.
Okay, wake me as soon as I need.
Because they can wake me if I do nod off.
Okay. Yeah. Immediately grab me if I...
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go whatever they have available for sleeping space. We got our rolls.
Yeah, we can roll out our rolls.
Yeah, you make camp.
Egg rolls.
Food is brought for you. Pleasant kind of Netley style soup with then some kind of meaty, mysterious meat.
Love mystery meat.
Mystery meat.
Mystery meat. But again, during the night, you don't really hear much going on outside. The occasional bird walking squawks. You can hear them sending out patrols, protecting their woodlands now.
I'll make sure that the rebolt the window that Hessia opened as well.
Yep.
What?
I don't want to accidentally have that blob in our faces.
The ravens are on our side.
But also, it was them who bolted the window, so presumably they know what they're doing.
I'm not.
As you all rest and awakened, the sound of a boiling kettle.
Okay.
And again, so you've had a full night's sleep.
Yeah.
Herbie T welcomes you in the morning, along with a reasonable sized breakfast. With Erwin.
We leveled
Gabriel.
up now overnight.
Yeah. Gabriel, you heard a fit-like movement in the night. In and out of consciousness.
Who Erwin was.
Fevered dreams.
Yep. But nothing that was alarming enough to...
Nothing too bad, no.
When I wake up, I'll have some tea and then I'll go straight back to Owen's side and using lesser restoration to try and repair some of the damage done.
Yeah, what are you focusing on?
His His arm is gone.
So his leg is the easiest to fix.
Yeah.
His face is a mess down one side, and his arm is a real mess.
Okay.
Presumably, he needs his arm to be able to fly in.
One
rare
would
shape.
assume that, yes.
Yeah.
So if there's anything we can do for that, I'm sure he'd be.
Could I maybe? Do I think I could save his arm if I really tried or no?
Maybe. You roll well.
All right, I'll try and lesser restoration on the.
Yeah, give me just a straight D20. See how good you are. How many? Are you just doing one?
As many as it takes.
Are you going to get anybody else's help?
Yeah, I will let everyone know.
Wake us all up and.
Yeah.
Constance coming in to hold things in place?
Yep.
Yeah, Red will come in.
I won't make you roll, you rolled enough. Yep, I'll give you advantage on your roll. So it's just a straight D20 plus proficiency.
I'm going to use
3.
everything on this, so.
Okay, how many restorations have you got?
Lesser restoration.
Yeah.
So, 3.
There you go, go for it.
Okay. 7.
Yeah.
Advantage. 7.
Okay.
Remember, he said plus from proficiency, so it'd be 10.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You can feel
10,
the knitting of the muscles and the bones being put back into place
Okay.
around his shoulder.
Do I give a +2 bonus because of my aura of protection?
On his saving throw. Constance, from where you are, how it's knitting, you can see that it's going to sit at an awkward angle. But if you push and hold, it will hurt him, but it might.
Fine, I will do that. I will apologise. I'm sorry, Owen, but this is what we need to do in order to make...
Give me something to bite on.
Okay.
I give him a bolt.
What?
A silver bolt. no, normal bolt.
Where?
The shaft.
The shaft on the bolt, he bites down on the wood.
Yeah.
Give me, take 2.
Yeah.
It's awkward to see him like missing the majority of his teeth on one side of his mouth.
Advantage. 6. Plus 3, 9.
It's hard going. There's so much damage to the bone and the function that like just knitting these muscles into place is taking you a lot of effort.
Red's going to try and use small hands again to try and like manipulate the shards of bone so they at least form a straight line.
Horrible.
Oh, she's seen worse.
Give me a strength to hold him down, Constance, because he starts to thrash. He can't hold it.
21.
Nice. You're holding him down. Go quick.
9.
Check all. What are you going for? The last one.
Last one, yeah. Get that arm, get it in place, everything, try and make it work again.
Yeah, she's basically going to hold all the bone shards together until the skin knits.
For fuck's sake!
With advantage.
Advantage.
+2 as well.
No!
Oh, he's so...
Tried too hard.
Too much stress. Too much stress. I need to roll harder. Roll harder.
9, 10, 11, 12.
+2.
+2.
Wait.
14.
Wait, bend your luck. Add another 4.
Oh,
I can do that now.
plus 4.
Is that 18?
That's 18.
18.
Between the 3 of you, a last
I help.
effort. Between the last 3 of you and Hessia. A last. You could have done that on each try, Hessia.
No, I was waiting to see how
well
useless he was
it
going to be.
You invoke this restoration. Pushing your body hard. How long? What's the common restoration?
I think it's pretty quick.
Or less? Is it one
Turn.
action?
Yeah,
Is
one
it?
action,
Oh, okay.
touch, voice.
Some of the other ones are longer. As you invoke it and push this, not just healing magic, but actually the ability to mend and fix broken people and broken bodies. His arm looks considerably better than it did. And you have smashed 3 lesser restorations into it. It looks usable, but it's definitely not how it was.
Done the best I could.
I'd like to use some of my lay on hands to because I can use 5 points from my pool to either cure 1 disease or neutralise 1 poison. So would either of those count as an infection?
Good idea.
Into the face where it looks particularly swollen.
Yeah, like the disease and the poison and it helps for sure. Anyone else want to do anything?
We've already done normal thing. Could I bless him as well to try and just anything? Survives. Remove curse. He's not cursed.
Are there any
He's no longer a werbeast anymore.
wood anywhere?
Fucked him.
Red's going to take
anyone else.
the bit of wood.
Even worse than
And he's
me.
going to take some scraps of fabric. He's going to tie it along his arm to keep it.
Yeah, you're gonna splint it up.
Yeah, she's gonna
Yeah,
splint
give me
it
a
up.
roll.
What?
Heal check.
Medicine. That'll be a 21.
Nice, yeah.
I knew that.
You get a suitable bit, and you splint up his arm. He doesn't look
no,
happy
sorry,
about
it was
it.
22 actually.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Actually,
That's another point.
actually, I think you get if you're within 10 foot of me, you also get a +2.
Oh boy, so that's a 24 actually.
I'm not going to bend behind
I've
that.
done
You're
some
doing all
great
right by yourself.
splinting.
So he looks to you, gives a nod. Kind of seems to be just talking out of one side of his face.
Thank you.
His good side. Looks at his arm. Half a nod.
I don't blame you.
I know how you can help.
How can I help?
You got something in your bag which might help.
What?
Really? That's not in my bag. That's on my head.
It's hidden in your hair.
You're asking a lot of me right now.
I reach over and try and grab the jeweled eye patch which is in Hesia's hair.
I'll hold your hand against my head.
Oh no.
There'll be a very emotional moment where he clearly thinks about the pros and cons of this.
Yeah.
And eventually,
You can. His eye is still. You can see it now. It's just like a white, bloody mess of
Yeah.
mold.
I'm not suggesting we put it on right now, but perhaps when he feels a bit better, this would do something to bring back the dashing air of dashingness, of respectability and.
He gives.
I will hold this over
Suaveness.
you for at least.
I guess what would be described as a smile.
I am going to cross eye patch off my inventory now.
I shall write it onto mine. Thank you.
It's been with me through a lot. I've died many times wearing that eye patch.
Maybe that's why your perception's been so rubbish so far. Maybe you had the eye patch on the whole
No,
time.
it's just like broadly
Sat on
poses
our
above my
heads.
head.
Like a fascinator.
No wonder I don't see anything.
It'll take me time before I can get back to Valaki. It's not safe.
Don't we need to head that way?
The people have gone mad. Like animals again.
Sorry?
They've gone like animals again.
Sorry.
One more time.
They're like animals again.
Again.
If anyone can get there, look after my family. Look after my boys.
Thank you.
We will try and get them out if we can. If we cannot save the town.
How was Brian last time you saw him?
They're upset. You've not seen Rictavio, have you?
Why would
No.
we have seen
He left after you.
Oh, okay.
No.
I've not seen him for a couple of days.
We'll keep an eye out.
It's
Hard to miss.
Sorry, that was a bit insensitive.
Well, keeping an eye out's fine. So if you'd said keep 2 eyes out, that would have been awkward.
Yeah.
She says that completely out loud.
Yes, we're great at this bedside manner.
Elvir, if you remember him, the youngest of the three brothers,
Yeah.
Yeah.
walks over. I've always wanted to see Valaki. I shall go for a couple of days.
But it is nice this time of year. Plus, we send those druids running with their tails between their legs. Do not think we shall see them for a while. He looks to him. Just do not tell Favre. Hey?
Our lips are sealed.
Of course.
I'll go now. Come when you are ready. Plus, I've always liked your wife's cooking. He gives a nod and walks out of the room.
We should leave you to rest.
Enjoy your new eye patch.
And hopefully see you walking around when we next see you. Be it here.
Once I've healed, I'll make my way back to Valaki. We could use you there. Especially you, Jacob.
Told you.
What do you think I'll be able to do?
I don't know.
Perhaps if we did find the remains of the priest, I could reconsecrate the ground.
Did you tell him about that?
Yes.
Did
I
you?
did. I did specifically tell him
What, the fact that you thought...
that where the bones were missing. When we were out in the woods, when we met him in the woods, I told him
yes.
that the bones were missing.
Yes.
And I said, can you get one of your people to keep an eye out for it?
Yep.
And then everything just went to hell. So I
Sorry,
was like,
yep,
oh, well.
you did, you did.
Then Stradrone did on a nightmare and
And we were like, yeah, those bones
pitched it down
probably
priests
were
and just
important.
fucked off.
You're mine now.
And he was just like, no. He was like, yes, you are. I'm going to cuddle you all the way back to Ravenloft. No.
That's
Yes,
exactly
squeeze in
what
and pat
happened.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You rode it on a unicorn as well.
Maybe. Come when you have time.
Right, as soon as we can.
Well, we've got to be back at that windmill in 6 days. So.
We'll be passing by
7 days. I must rest a while.
6 days.
Yes, rest
6 days now.
We've slept.
until you are fully recovered. Do not make the journey too soon.
Don't tell my wife anything happened yet.
Go on.
See, lies back on the bed and closes his eye.
Here's one eye.
And that's where we're leaving.
My eye patch.
He's alive!
He's alive. And he may actually be able to
Job
fly again.
medical team.
Yeah.
I need to go.